what's up? It's the Arthur Most Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Life's good, Deke. Life is good. Actually, it's great, man. It was a crazy 24 yesterday, man, so I'm just happy that all is good in the neighborhood.
It was, what'd you say, crazy yesterday?
Yeah, man, it be crazy sometimes, man. Nothing outlandish. But you know, just sometimes, like, stuff just be off.
You got a big story?
No, I don't. No, not that I'm going to share. No.
Okay.
It's for certain a big story, but I'm definitely not going to share it. But it was for certain a big story. But what I will
Off
say
the
is,
mic to me?
I get you off the mic. Yeah,
Okay.
I used to off the mic.
I didn't know if it was like even next level that you couldn't even tell me.
It low key might have been. You never know. You know what I'm saying? You ain't know what you walked into yesterday, bro. But all is well, baby.
Walked into
they said it ain't
like
got no
from the
audio?
podcast wise.
They said they ain't got no audio. Hold on.
I think you know what? Yeah, the one
There we
that doesn't
go.
have a mic in it was on.
All right.
You should be good now.
Yo. All right. Sound a little low. Moats too far.
Sound a little too. I wonder if
Moats audio. Hold on. Let's see what they say. We'll give them a
I
second.
bumped you up a little bit more,
All right, we'll give
just
them
in case.
You know it's a 15-second anyways. So I'm going to let her wait to 15, and then after that, we'll resettle.
Yeah, because I'm still getting can't hear Moats.
Got you. We'll wait on you. Tito said, all right, we still waiting 15 seconds. 15 seconds on the delay. We got you on the delay. Don't trip. We good on the
Still
delay.
low, still
Now,
out.
No. Because Rod
Hold
Dodger
on.
said we good.
Okay,
I think
okay.
they're starting to catch up now. Hold on. Just let it catch up. All right, it's still low. Huh.
We could try the whole.
Now it's saying it's gravy. Germ said it's gravy.
Okay.
Huh.
Barbarian says, nice audio, fellas. If there's one guy I'm going to trust on audio and, like, voice sound, it would be him. Because he has a radio voice.
Maybe they said I'm low. Am I low? If I'm low, I feel like I'm bumped up. I'm saying my level. Yup. Give him some time. Did catch up.
Mic check, 1 2 1
They
2.
said you're loud and I'm low. Interesting.
We could try this. Here.
I got you, baby. Get us right, D. Get us right.
Unplug, plug back in.
Hey, low key, I just see my joint jump up a little bit too. Oh no, maybe we'll see. Huh? Yo. Is that me? Yo. Oh no, I think I'm straight.
Oh, you know what it is.
I'm not on.
How about try it now?
Yeah, that's definitely what it is.
No, you know what it is.
I see my level up now. Yeah.
For whatever reason, yours had like a negative 20 decibel.
I know you're talking about. Yeah, I
See
see.
where it
It
is.
was like a little switch. Yeah.
Yeah,
that
the
was
switch
weird.
was on for you on negative 20 dBs.
Why'd you want me to yell like that, bro?
I didn't do that.
You were trying to have me yelling for 2 hours, bro, or longer. We went for 3 hours yesterday. You want me to yell today? You know I ain't supposed to be talking all loud like that.
Now I know about that feature, though.
Yeah, that is a crazy feature. You just click the switch. I
In
need to
case
know
I'm
that
not
too.
liking some of your takes, I
Yeah,
might
you
just
just
do
gonna
that.
push the little button on me, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Now everybody's back. Yeah, like the button one time for the mics getting good now, baby. Deke tried to sabotage me. He was like, look, I'm tired of you talking. I'm going to cut your mic. Deke to cut my mic. That's crazy. Shout out. Sabotage boats. Yes, Ron McPherson. That is definitely sabotage boats, man. Huh.
You said you had a story to tell?
Well, no, I did not say that. In fact, we're going to reset. What's up? It's the Arthur Most Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Most, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Man, life's good, man. You know, I had a little snafu on too, but you know, it's always an exciting thing on a Friday, Junior. Shout out one time to Official Momentum. But no, man, can't trip, man. Got a chance to spend the day with wifey, so definitely was enjoying that, you know. And I was laughing to myself because I had a lot going on these past like 24, 48 hours, and it was like good, but crazy, but productive.
Okay.
But I've had a couple of moments where I'm like, dang. So the first positive was I shot a 52 on the front 9.
That's really good.
Dude, I'm close. I shot a 52.
You're
bro.
not far off at all.
Yeah, I shot a 52, bro.
I mean, you're there. No, that's like
you see what I'm saying? Like,
that's like if I go out golfing with
Yeah.
you, you're not embarrassing yourself.
no,
like,
bro.
that's good.
Like, and I was pissed because I was missing on my putts. I had some where I'm putting nice, and then others where it took me like 3-4 tries, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that kills me. You know, I should be 1 under, and instead I'm ending up 2+, 3+. Yeah. But yeah, bro, I had a 52, man. So I was hyped as heck about that. I pulled a U. I did a double header. I golfed by myself, and then I came back with my little man when he got out of school.
You wanted to make sure it was real.
I needed to. I think the fatigue hit me the second time, but I was still like, I think I ended at like 57. So I'm like, okay,
Still.
bro. I was like, I'm in that range, bro. I felt good because, I got to golf this weekend, bro. So I was like, yo, make sure I'm feeling hot. Make sure I felt good about it, Deke. I felt real good, all right?
It's like Matt Canada and this offense.
Yeah.
Before you start getting in the 30s, you got to go to 52. And then from
Big
52,
facts.
you get to the high
You
40s.
see what I'm saying?
And the high 40s, you got to get to 45, low 40s.
Let me just one little bit at a time, man. All right. But I felt real good about myself. Now, I was a little bit sore today because I ain't golfed in about a month.
Oh, yeah,
And to
yeah.
go out
That
there,
could happen.
hit it. Yeah, I was like,
All the rotating.
Yeah. So that was a part of my, dang, this kind of sucked right here. But then on a good note, man, had a ton of film sessions that drop, right? I know y'all see them up there. Some public, some for the members, but it's probably about, I think 3 for the public, 5 for the members. But I'm pissed, Deke, because in the middle of me chopping up all these film sessions, editing them, getting them out, and I was like proud of my work, right?
Yeah.
I go back and I'm looking through to make sure like I got all my stuff. I'm like, okay, I got my JPJ up, bet. I got the Broderick Jones film session, all right, bet. I got my Jaylen Warren up, bet. I got my Quan Alexander film, bet. I got the linebackers as a whole, my inside linebackers, bet. So I'm like, I got all my tape I'm looking at. All right. I was like, okay, I even got the little single. I felt like, I was like, I'm going to cut a play out of this like Deke would do. All right. Got a Broderick and a Jaylen. I was like, yo, I'm feeling good. And then I had like my project, right? The big project that I was most proud of.
Okay.
It was a Pickett to Pickett's tape.
Okay.
It was about 15 minutes long, bro. Just highlighting what they've been doing in areas that they can also grow and just some missed opportunities, bro. Had it edited up, music. It was beautiful, Deke. At some point between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. when I was half asleep, half awake, working, editing tape, I deleted it, bro. Like, deleted it.
From your computer.
It's like completely gone,
Oh,
bro.
no.
And I was crushed because I didn't even realize it until about noon today when I'm looking for it. I'm like, bro, where is the Pickett to Pickens? Like, I don't see it. Like, am I tripping? And yeah, bro, I was online trying to research software to recover deleted files. Yeah, bro. So I was definitely a little bit down about that.
Oh, that's the worst.
That hurt me, bro.
Googling
That hurt me,
recovered
bro.
deleted files.
I was
they
like,
give you
oh,
some hope
my God.
where you're like, man,
I got
maybe
so
I could pull
close.
this off.
I was like,
But
go to
it
recover
never
files.
actually happens.
It was
Yeah.
like, yeah, hit this button, restore files. And then, of course, in the video, all their files pop up. I click on mine. No file history here.
Yep.
I was like, no. And you know, Deke, when you have one of the ones that it took you some time to like, all right, I got to go get these. I got to go chop this. All right, we're going to do this. Yeah, bro. That hurt. That
Terrible
hurt, bro.
feeling.
That hurt.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
terrible
bro,
feeling.
I was sick over it. So that's why I was like, it's been a cool but kind of crazy. Like, yeah, I'm having some like positive moments where it's like, yo, did you really? And I had nobody to blame but myself. And then I was like, dang, if I ain't go golf twice, then it would have never happened because I would have been tired. But then I'm like, if I ain't go golf, I would never shot the 52 and the 56.
Right.
And I wouldn't have felt good. And that's what made me want to go edit. I was like, yo, I feel good. Let's go. I was icing and everything. I'm like, yo,
Wanted to keep the momentum going.
Come on, man. I'm just, yeah, bro. It hurt me. So at least y'all got all the other film that's out there. Enjoy that. The Pickett to Pickett, y'all just got to wait a little. Yeah, that really hurt me deep. Because I even deleted like the original. You know, like you got like the rough, like I'm just going to pull something. And then you got the, okay, this is what I actually recorded.
Yeah.
And then it's like, this is the final copy. Bro, I deleted all of it.
Everything.
Yeah. I said, not even, I got to go back and actually find the plays all over again. I'm like,
That's terrible.
What? Yeah, bro. Yes, bro. So,
Was the caption going to read why Kenny and George can be the next Big Ben and AB?
Oh, it was along the lines of like, what's the ceiling? You know what I mean? Because they do have some stuff that's on tape, short, intermediate, and deep. And I'm like, yo, I love it. We good. We cooking. And the vid was clean, Deke. It was like one of my good works. You feel me? I done had some janky work. That was one of my good works, though, Deke. But yeah, bro.
I'm sure all your film sessions. I mean, I even watched them.
It
like,
hurts, though, bro.
Let's not act like I don't watch them or anything.
It still
like,
hurts, though, bro.
all your film set, you put out quality material, so I don't know what you're talking about in
hurts,
terms of
though.
a janky film session.
Deke, I'm accustomed to how you used to do. You know that you're always my standard. You feel me? So anything that I do or that anybody that works a part of this team does is always gonna be compared to your work, Deke. That's how it is.
You're saying I'm the Big Ben of this operation.
The standard, Deke. You know how that goes, man. All right. But yeah, man.
I'll take that comparison.
Yeah, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how I feel about it. Yeah. You nice to me. I'm telling you all the time. Need a graphic guy? Deke, my guy. He nice. Yeah. But yeah,
Who
man.
are you?
Me, I don't know.
Tomlin?
I be the coach T. You be Big Ben, but we share the success a lot better. It's not a who's who. It's like no. It's all under the umbrella. Yeah, I feel like at times like, well, is it because of the coach or is it because of the player? You know how that. Yeah, we ain't got that all the way. We good. But man, I'm still pissed about it though.
I don't blame
and yes, Trade Dog 6969. It was Canada's fault. You know what? That's the thing we've been going with. We blame Matt Canada for it. So blame Matt Canada, man. God dog, it hurt me though. It hurt me.
I'm good with that.
I just wish I would have realized it, at least in the moment of deleting it. I don't know if it would have just felt different. Like, oh, don't delete all of it. But I literally did. It took me. It's like noon. We walked
Right, because if you had the project, you could just re-download the project.
Yeah, bro. I literally cleaned it all out, and I thought I was doing good. I'm like, yeah, Deke, I gotta clear it out because when we record today, I don't want anything happening with our foot. Make sure we good.
Yeah. Just for space purposes, I get it.
Yes, bro.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It'd be like that though, man. It'd be like that. So there you go, man. That was my
Especially
story.
with that type of film session too.
Oh, listen, I was the most proud
I've been
of
right
it
up my
too.
alley.
I swear I was thinking of you when I was doing it, bro. Because I'm like, I got all this defense stuff. I got the Jaylen Warren. I got the project. I'm like, okay, man, we done hit it everywhere we need to hit it at. And I was like, oh, now we got the one. And I waited to the end to edit it too, because it was the longest one, the most plays, bro. Yes, bro. So such is life though, man. Such is life. But thank you for allowing me to vent, okay?
Absolutely.
Because like I said, I was at Giant Eagle around noon when I realized it. Wifey's like, are you good? And I'm like, no, I'm not good. I'm not okay. It's not all right.
I feel you.
So yeah, man. It'd be like that. So other than that though, man, what's the word with you, baby?
I got nothing. I'm not glad you had that story, but in terms of killing time in the intro, like that was something that was, we could have a little back and forth on. I don't really have much going on in my life.
Man, it's Thursday. It's the
outside of
week, bro.
Screw the Tesla guy in front of me who was, I was driving at a nice speed. This dude's like braking and stuff, trying to get me to crash into him or something on the way over. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, he was hating
that
on you,
guy.
man. He was hating
Tesla
on you.
guy? I wouldn't expect that from Tesla guy.
Low key, Teslas don't do that. Yeah, you're supposed to be like sophisticated, cool, drink your coffee, Starbucks guy.
I feel like those guys are yuppies. They're probably gonna be flying all over the place.
Come on,
like if
man.
you're in an Audi or BMW,
Yes,
the Tesla's
yes.
just the new version of that because it's electronic.
1,000%, yes.
But yeah, I don't know
And
what
you
this
know
guy
what?
was
That's a
doing.
heck of it. He said, "Yo, that's the Audi and BMW." It
I was expecting him to go
definitely is.
faster.
Oh my god!
Definitely expected him to go faster, but then he was just doing some quick breaks and whatnot. It got me thinking he's trying to have me crash into him.
Or maybe he was watching one of our old clips, bro. Maybe that's what he was doing. He was just so cool. Like, oh,
Maybe.
you know that happens sometimes, man. We don't recommend watching while driving. Okay, we don't recommend that, but we know sometimes. Oh, we be saying some stuff. Some stuff be happening on the show, bro. So yeah.
Yeah, I can't act like I haven't watched some tape and some Steelers highlights and whatnot on my way over here.
You know, it be like that sometimes, bro. It be like that.
Sometimes
like I said, we don't recommend it. We
No,
don't
I
recommend
don't
it.
at all.
But we understand
It's
life. We
very
don't recommend
dangerous,
it though.
actually.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not something I'm proud of.
Absolutely. Hey, and I got to shout out Dede Smalls on the front end of this thing. He is in Mexico right now, ladies and gents, and he is still tapping in with, man, you supposed to be on vacation, chilling and relaxing, but I like the fact that you locked in with us, man. Let's go, man.
He says he doesn't want to be compared to Canada in this operation.
Oh, no. Yeah, because if you're Ben and I'm Coach T, yeah.
He could be... I was going to say Omar Khan or Kevin Colbert. Colbert wouldn't make sense because Colbert's retired.
He could be Omar, though. He could be Omar. He's aggressive. He gets gas. He has, like, concepts and ideas. Like, he's real progressive.
I like that.
Just like Omar. Okay.
I'm
So
good with that.
you Omar. All right, you're Omar. Here we go. And now he's got to figure out Dom and TG. Who's the jankiest guy in the organization?
TG could be Najee.
Yo, don't do we need him. But it's just like, yo, what is it? It's
No,
hot.
TG's
It's
Pickens.
weird.
TG's Pickens. I
It's
think.
Pickens? All right,
Yeah.
all right. Get my man right. All right.
Yeah, Pickens in his interviews, he'll just say whatever.
You know he's rocking with you, though. But he's a wild card. But he's fire, though. That is TG.
If AB was on the team, we'd
He
say
would for sure be
AB.
AB, yeah.
So Pickens is that new version of
The
AB
toned-down
in a way.
version.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. More buttoned up version. Yeah. All right. Okay. So here we go. There we go. And Dom is Cole Holcomb for right now.
Okay.
Cole, that's the starter. That's my guy. Like, consistent, does everything we need, locked in, man. He ain't TJ just yet. You gotta grow to that. Man.
Right.
Gotta grow to Highsmith. You starting at Cole though. Starting at Cole. I like that.
That's a good starting point.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. All right. We don't have any other members that I know of. Correct? We won't have it. You ain't brought nobody else on, have you?
No.
All right. Just check. We good. All right. So yeah, man. I think we're good. And looks like DD Smalls does like the Omar Khan comparison. So there we go, man. We locked in. Ryan McPherson said, "Who's Kenny?"
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't be Kenny?
You just compared me to Big Ben. You compared me to a Hall of Famer, so I'll take that.
Or maybe you're Big Ben and Dom's Kenny. Oh, low key. There are some similarities there.
So you guys are trying to sabotage me.
No.
Get me out of here.
God.
Dom's next up.
Bad analogy. We're going to put it back over there, okay? So Dom is Cole Holcomb again, okay? There we go. Dom is Cole Holcomb. Everything is good. There, yeah. So you try to sabotage me. He'd be Mitch. There you go. He's Mitch. That works.
Dom's Mitch?
Dom could be Mitch.
He might not like that.
I think Dom would like Kenny
Cole
better than
Holcomb's
Mitch.
a safer call.
That's what I figured. And I think he's going to age perfectly. Like, yeah. We're going to stick with Cole. Let's get it, man. Let's get it.
Yeah, it's a good starting point, and like in some video games, you can upgrade your player as time goes on.
The same way in Madden, right? You get extra, little tokens and cards that come up as you develop. Yeah. So for him, we'll keep developing. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Come on now. Heck yeah. 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 All right. So anywho, man. I ain't got nothing else. If you ready, I'm ready, man. We can get this thing rolling because we do got plenty we're going to talk about
Sean
today.
Mays thinks that it's a with all due respect thing with the Cole Holcomb call. He says you could have called that man someone else. Cole Holcomb stays getting beat like an old rug.
No, man. No, don't
Cole
do
Holcomb's
that.
solid for us.
Cole Holcomb is a solid player. Like I said.
Definitely the better 5'5" over the guy we just recently had.
I think
Not even a question.
that is a strong statement that I could get behind. Honestly, man, the thing with Cole is this. Like I said, Cole makes a ton of plays, but Cole does have, of all the linebackers inside, he has the hardest job.
He's out there like 100% of the time.
He is. And they don't. Quan is situational for pass. Alan is situational for run. Those play to their strengths perfectly. Cole Holcomb's the hybrid between them two. But he, like you said, has to stay out there the whole time. He has all the coverage the whole time. You'd be like, you fighting. But he make plays, though. And that's the thing I like, man. Yeah. But, yeah, he definitely got the rough job. Yeah. But salute him. But that's why I like him. Because I think of Dom at times, I'm like, Dom be having to grind, man.
Absolutely.
Dom be having to grind. Yeah. And it's like, yo, just like Cole Holcomb, he's consistent. He's locked in. We ain't worried about nothing crazy. Smooth sailing, baby. Smooth sailing. So, yeah.
Get to some of these shout-outs?
Yeah, man, let's go ahead and start the show like how we normally start the show. Go ahead and let us know where you're tuning in from in the comment section so that way we can give you those big boy shout-outs to start today's show. And y'all go ahead and hit that like button one time for the culture. And don't forget to subscribe. As y'all can see, content is rolling, baby. And my upper room members, shout out to y'all. Y'all got a lot of content sitting in that pot waiting on y'all as well, man. So salute y'all.
Rod Dulles, 330, Youngstown, Ohio, sharing line, baby.
Shout out to Share-a-Line. Share-a-Line.
We got One Dark Eye,
Shout
from
out
the
to One Dark
919 NC, getting to watch live for the first time in a while. 828
Salute
Style in the building. 828 Hickory, North Carolina. Slaying these Indianapolis, my cause, my cleats customs.
Let's go. I know you going stupid on them. Let's go, man.
Camonier, the 802 Green Mountain State.
Shout out to the Green Mountain State. One time for the culture.
If you're making those indie customs for whenever we play them, definitely
good call.
Definitely do something to them.
Don't
put some added weights in them or something.
Yeah, whatever. Especially for that week.
Slow them down.
Yes.
Ryan Puff, 410 Ocean City, Maryland.
Shout out to Ocean City.
Leah Warren, 254.
You know that's Killeen, Texas.
Spice Creations, Houston, Texas.
Shout out to I wonder how far is Houston from Killeen. Shout out to Houston, though, man.
Wait, we said that it was like 2.5 or 3 hours,
I think you're
right?
right.
Because she was going to the game. Leah Warren was going to the game.
Good call.
Skydiving Heck, 419 Sandusky, Ohio.
Shout out.
Gavin Anthony, 330.
Love that.
AGK Refining, 304 boys.
We the 304 boys. 304 at? Why do I feel like I know 304?
Not sure.
That's not Maryland. Maryland's 301. It's not Miami. That's 305. I feel like I know 304. I feel like that's like West Virginia or something like that.
It might be.
I don't know.
Hunter tuning in from Memphis, Tennessee.
Shout out to Memphis, Tennessee, aka Tennessee Keep. I was bumped, man. We was on some little chopped and screwed a little earlier today, man. Had the 3-6 Mafia pumping in here.
Is this new Drake album really like that?
To me, I like it, but it just depends on your flavor. I like it because it's more on the rap, and even on some of the singing stuff, it's still like the aggressive pettiness. That's the version of Drake I like. But I'm sure for like the majority, they might want a little bit more like Certified Lover Boy, that type of content. That's a little too of the singy for me. So yeah, I like this.
So this is a mix of both.
To me,
the old Drake and the new Drake.
To me, yes. But I think that's also why it's viewed as so like polarizing. How you got people like I hate it or I love it or it's just mid. That's the comment they say when it's like I don't really know if I like it or don't like it. Just call it mid.
Yeah, that's what Gen Z says.
Yeah,
it's mid.
I'm like, bro, I like that one though. I like it.
Well, the reason I ask is I gave it a try in my car yesterday, and I think I just need new speakers because it sounded like terrible. Like just
the music is.
I think the bass is just too much for my speakers to handle. It just sounded like very like wavy and just blurred out. It was terrible.
I loved that. I was like, yo, the sound, like yeah.
I need new speakers.
Fair enough, bro.
I don't know if I'm willing to shell out. It's probably what $600-700 to get some decent speakers. Yeah. I don't know if I'm willing to do that right now though.
I was about to say, depending on where you go, post-COVID prices, they be all bumping.
Really?
Yeah, it'd be crazy right now, man.
My God.
Yeah.
I did that back in the day. I got some nice speakers. I had a nice little like Ford Explorer.
Yeah.
It was worth it. It was nice. I like the speakers and everything, but. Maybe I'm just too washed. I'm too old for that.
My Circuit City days, man.
I think they were kicker speakers.
Yeah, the kickers. They were the fire ones.
They were good.
Some subs in the back, bro. I
didn't have the subs.
I was in that joint, but we go how you lined on up, man. Pull around to the back, man. I get you right. Look, you want the dash, all the speakers, little tweeters, and the subs. I'm only gonna charge you half because I like you, D. You my homie. All right, you only paying half. But yeah, man.
You know how to install them?
I do actually, bro. And I've actually done it to the point.
That could be cost saving for me.
Yeah,
you got me?
Yeah. But it was funny because the first time I ever did one was with my cousin, and it actually caught fire in the car. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So you had to learn. Yeah. You start like, okay, I got you now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Make sure your wires are wired up right. You know, no strips. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I had a dude back in the day. He was the one that installed them. It was one of my friends, but he's older now, married, dad life. I don't know if that's something he'd be interested in.
Yeah.
At least to drop the cost. Because you could get the speakers for $100 or $2.
It'd be installed, yeah.
And then, you could just have a guy install them. Yeah. But if you have to go through Best Buy or one of these places, they're going to upcharge you. You're probably going to be paying $700-800 for the whole thing.
Too, I'm sure for warranties, they're not going to let you get it anywhere or get it installed except probably with them.
Right.
Most places, that's how they do it now. And that's what we did when we was at Circuit City. It was like, yo, we're not covering it if we don't install it, man. Like said he had to use house speakers.
Yeah, I just saw that.
That's like the old school. So you remember like the tall.
So what is he plugging in the speakers into the aux?
No. So you can still wire stuff, right? But you would set like the big boom speaker in the back. No different than a subwoofer. Like same concept, but yeah, it was the house speakers. At least from what I had saw back then. Yeah.
Okay.
But that's like like that's before me. That was like the thing. I'm thinking probably like 90s.
Would it play this Drake album better than what my speakers are?
It might. How you right, bro?
So I want to give it a chance. I listened to the someone played it for me over this weekend. The J. Cole one, the J. Cole Drake song. Like that one was pretty hard.
Yeah, first person shooter. Absolutely.
Yeah, that one was pretty hard.
That's what I'm saying. That's a rap one though.
But it sounded a lot better whenever they played it than what it sounded like in my car.
First person shooter fire, bro.
That's why I wanted to double check. I was going through the album, first couple songs. I'm like, this sounds terrible. And then I played the J. Cole one. I was like, yeah, this sounds terrible too. It's definitely my speakers. These things are shit.
But nah, man, first person shooter straight. I like Slime Ya Out with him and SZA. Talking spicy on that one. Daylight, Fire, and Fear Heights. I like and Virginia Beach. That's my favorite still. I don't care what y'all say. Shout out to Virginia Beach. Huh.
Is that like low key intro song?
No, I mean
it's the first one on it, right?
I like it. But anywho, man, let's get this thing rolling, bro. Let's get this thing rolling. Now they said Cole saved it. Nah, they both went stupid on that thing. I can't even lie, bro. They both went stupid. And now you got me over here looking at this new Exorcist. Shout out to you, Rod Dollars. Man, we're trying to stay focused today, okay? We're talking Steelers content. We're supposed to have phone lines today because we want to hear from you guys. We're supposed to talk some around the league a little bit too, man. Yeah. All right, so let's lock in. We locking in on y'all. Huh. Yeah.
We got Raw Dollar saying members only is fire to Moats.
Salute you, baby. Like I said, man, I'm trying to be better at providing content for the members because I know y'all be rocking. So I'm like, let me make sure I give y'all something early, just early. All right, y'all team early over there. Respect to y'all, man. Respect.
Come on, yeah. Positive note: Steelers only have 3 drop passes.
Salute. Let's go. I like the optimism right there. That's a glass half full comment, baby. Let's ride. I wonder what was that last year. I
didn't think we had that many drops. Deontay dropped some stupid ones, like some drag routes or whatnot. But as a whole, I think he lessened his drops a lot. And then I can't remember any other like really big drops like that.
Yeah.
I thought we were fine last year. No. Some may bring up as to why we only have 3 drop passes. Deontay hasn't been out there.
Yeah. It's also a part I was about to say. They come.
He has been far from what he was in terms of dropping passes.
No.
That COVID year was when it was really bad.
Yeah. Spice Creations also brought up that we have very few penalties also right now.
Buttoned up team.
Not beating ourselves, what it sounds like.
In a way, yeah.
Right.
In a way.
We don't beat ourselves so far, bro, which is it's actually good, man. Oh, and Rod Dog talking about the song Members Only on the album. Yeah, he just put it in there. Yeah, you're right. Members Only is clean too. I do like okay, good call. Let's go. I'm telling you, bro, it's enough hits up there. He got enough little I like it. I don't care what they say. I like it.
Brian Shoren, this might be a bad take, but can we talk about the end of the game kneel downs when the Ravens can still get the ball back?
Yeah, let's talk about it, man.
They only took 1 second off.
Yeah, so I know that was one of the. So he's talking about the end of the game where we took 3 knees and kicked the field goal. People wanted us to go like try to move the ball and get a first down, make them use their timeouts at the end of the game. That last, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, but instead we took 3 knees, kicked the field goal, and people went crazy. We could look at it 2 ways, right? For me, I said this is Coach T ultimately saying we know how we play ball here. We are not going to give you any opportunities to hurt us or us to create anything self-inflicted. So I looked at them taking them knees as, bro, we're going to take 3 knees. We're going to kick this field goal, go up, and we know we're going to rush this passer when it's time to come out here on defense. That's how he rocks. We've been talking about that. Shoot, even back to the when it was Duck and Mason Rams game, and remember we was panicking in the stadium. It's like, nah, bro, he going to put it on the defense. This is what he wants to do. I remember we sitting in that stand together.
I was flipping out.
He's like, bro, no, bro, you're tripping, bro. Ain't no way. And it's like, no, he believes in his defense. And what the defense do? They rewarded him. Took care of business. I looked at this the same way, man. He's like, bro, what's the strength of my team right now? My offense or my defense? I can have this offense come out here, and we know it took them a while to get going. And, yeah, they hit on that big play at the end. But it's like, do you want to potentially put anything out there that could be negative? We're not talking about living in your fears. We're just talking about being smart. Risk management, right? You don't got to be scared of getting beat up, but would you walk down a dark alley with 1,000 gang members over there looking to whoop somebody? No, you can be like, bro, that's just not smart. So to me, I looked at it like that. Now, the flip side is you could be like, nah, man, we need to be aggressive. We need to go and you know, go for the jugular. Get that first down, and now we nailing it, and it's over. True. Says just you expose yourself to potentially a little bit more negativity, fumble, interception, whatever might happen. So you just got to live with that one way or the other. But for Coach Tomlin, that was kind of how I perceived it, man. He just is like, I'm gonna trust my defense, and I'm not gonna allow my offense to put themselves in a situation that could hurt us.
Right. What result are you good living with?
Yeah.
And I think also this had to be part of the thought process. He had faith in the special teams. This is knock on wood too.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen us botch any of these field goal kicks, like from snap to hold. Boz has missed some. I'm going back to last year, but particularly this year, Boz has been amazing. Yeah. We haven't had any botch ups or little hiccups at all.
We haven't had any of the mechanic issues.
Yeah.
That's pretty much like snap, hold. That's all just the mechanics of it. Same on punt, right? We ain't had no high snap, low snap, no outlandish stuff.
Shout out Danny Smith, I guess.
Man, come on, you're not
Christian Kuntz, too.
That's my guy, man. Shout out to Christian, man. CV's finest, man. Shaw Valley cat. Mm-hmm.
Come on, yeah. My biggest issue with Canada is I feel like he's sabotaging Najee. Defenses know when we're running 2-2 up the middle and he runs into a brick wall every time. I could see it.
I mean, that's accurate. But at the same time, just because it's predictable, I don't always view that as a negative. I know that's like one of the hot words when we talk Canada. It's always, it's predictable, it's predictable, it's predictable. Yeah, I mean, if you're out here in 12 personnel, what do you think I'm playing? Run. If it's 21 personnel, what do you think I'm playing? Run. If Najee's on the field, is Najee a back that can hurt me as a receiver or a guy that's going to hurt me as a running back? I don't think it's a surprise with Najee out there and we all like, yo, army, army, army. Run. Right? We ain't out here screaming, hey, yo, jet, airplane, airplane. Oh, it ain't no pass, man. It's Najee. I'm more surprised when it is a pass play. For Jaylen Warren, it's kind of the reverse, right? We're anticipating more pass plays, but that's because of his frame. But that's also, I think, going to start changing just based on what we've been seeing from him and how he's consistently running this ball. I think those are some of the things that are now defenses aren't going to just say, I'm playing him like a third down back. They're going to play him like a regular RB1 because he's showing that he can run in between the tackles. He can run outside, but you can also run him in the screen game, in the quick pass game, spread him out. So, yeah, I think that's going to shift in terms of how teams view him. But for Najee, it's just until he shows that he can really hurt you as a receiver, I don't think teams are going to play the percentages of pass play when he's out there. Because that's, as a defender, that's what you're thinking. You're just trying to say, what's the percentages, right? Pass play, run play, what's my information? What are the odds of this? Okay, if I have an 80% chance it's going to be run when Najee's out there.
Swear to God, that's
I'm
the
not
case.
tripping on no pass, man. I don't care about no pass. So it's always going to be predictable just by his frame. Now, it's on Najee, though, to make it be like, yo, I don't care if you know I'm running. Stop me. You think Derrick Henry catch a ton of passes, man? Nah. But not a lot of people can stop him either, though. And that's, one of the things is like, it could be predictable. It's not a ton of things that you could do to really just make everything catch somebody off guard. Eventually, you just got to be like, yo, I'm better than you. You can't stop it. I don't care if you know what it is. And that's what we're trying to get to.
Yeah, I don't think the predictability is helping Najee because I swear that is the case. Yeah. If he's out there, we're probably running at 75, 80% of the time. And you're right. He's not a threat in the pass game to where he's going to route up a dude. Yeah. He can catch passes as like a bailout.
Have an occasional play, yeah.
Or if Kenny's rolling out and makes this miraculous play and Najee catches it downfield or whatnot.
And it's typically like off schedule.
Right. Whereas Jaylen Warren, you dump it off to him in the flat, man, he can make you miss very easily.
He might go 40 on you. Yeah, it's just a different element, man.
Tito, good vibes. Did anyone catch Debo on Cam's podcast? Hilarious. He said he's a buff Denzel in acting.
Hey, he's silly as heck.
He's into acting now.
Well, he been doing the acting stuff. Back when he started before the wrestling, was it Hills before that, when he was doing, he had the cameo on, was it SWAT with, was it Shamar Moore? The light-skinned cat.
I have no clue.
Oh, yeah, it's like the CSI people and stuff like that. But, yeah, he did a cameo, a couple episodes on SWAT. And ever since then, he's been, like, heavy into the acting thing. Yeah, he swear he Hollywood. If you talk to him, he always be like, yeah, man, I got to go on set. Like, Debo, I want to hear that. Go work out. Like, stop it. But, nah, shout out to Debo, though, man.
You know what's popped up in relation to that interview? Because he was talking a little bit about TJ Watt.
Too, man. I like what we got on here, man.
People are wondering, TJ Watt and Highsmith versus Harrison.
I saw what he said
and Woodley.
I saw what he said. I like it though.
Yeah, did he say Watt and Highsmith are better?
He said they're either. He said I don't know if they're already better, but he was like if not, they're very close.
They could get there. They just need postseason success.
I was gonna say I
really
think that's the
it.
difference right now. I think TJ and Highsmith are more talented and they have the better numbers, right? TJ, what he's been going crazy with. But in terms of impact, legacy.
And Highsmith's for sure going to be better than Woodley. I think his career is going to play out better here. In terms of long term,
yeah. But in terms of like the legacy right now, Debo and Woodley got it because they did it postseason Super Bowl. Kind of like when we talk Hines, AB, when we talk, regular season versus postseason, it's just like, yo, we love this. This hits. But for some of them, that's like an added. Santonio Holmes, prime example. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, we talk about him very differently here because what he did in that postseason.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, TJ, if he doesn't get the postseason success of James Harrison, right, that'd be like saying AB's the best other receiver we've ever seen, just because he was so amazing. So
dominant. Yes. And
so honestly, you don't need the postseason success to be the best, but it'll definitely help your case.
Yeah. Because, like, if TJ ever gets a Super Bowl, is there any debate in any way, shape, or form?
No. Zero. And I would assume he has pretty good impact throughout that playoff run to get a Super Bowl.
100%. Right. Whereas when we think Debo, it was just like, yo, we saw Debo go crazy. We saw Debo have arguably the greatest defensive play in Super Bowl history. Like, we all, even when I'm not even a Steelers fan, I'm watching, I'm like, bro, this is nuts.
It was wild.
Yeah. It's like, yo, he's really going to score? Oh, did he die? He's laid out. Oh, is he going to make it out? Ain't no way he come back in the second half. Oh, he's back out here? Like, yeah. Shout out to Debo, though, man. Shout out to my dog.
Dondre Zell, is it safe to say we're rushing Kenny's growth from the fact he didn't pop into college until his senior year? It also took Hurts and Josh Allen about 3 years to be the quarterback of the future for their teams.
Yeah, you got to think of it like this, man. It's all about the perception and what you are looking for. I know we like to bring up Josh and Kenny as like the comparisons, and I get why we do it. At the same time, I just think that they're very different in terms of what we're asking. Very similar to the conversation we had yesterday, right? Freelance player versus this is more buttoned up. To me, Jalen Hurts is more of the buttoned up conversation. When I think of Josh Allen, it's more freelance. He calls a lot of it right there at the line. It's a lot of improvisation. It's a lot of, man, he might just be sitting back there flat-footed, and then he's going to make something happen. Hurts, it's on schedule. That ball coming out on time. So I feel like for Kenny, the Hurts part, I agree. I think that that's more similar, man, because those two dudes you can see, and we talk about our team in Philly and how we can already see just the similarities of what we're trying to accomplish. The big difference, though, right now is they're further along. Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Kenny Pickett, George Pickens. You see what I'm saying? Like, still talent, but this is proven. This has done it longer.
And Jalen Hurts had a lot more proven around him, too. I mean,
100%.
That O-line plus an A.J. Brown in his prime.
Come on, man.
Miles Sanders.
We don't have a Jason Kelsey. We don't have.
That line was the best in the league last year.
Think about it. Sayu Malu.
That defense too last year.
With Lane Johnson, like
those
across
corners
the board,
that they had, they still have. Yeah.
Slay. Yeah, we don't like. They're just further along with their. We got JPJ, and we're like, all right, Levi, Pat P. As you can see, it doesn't hit the same right now as Slay and Bradbury, but that's the mindset of what we're trying to accomplish.
I thought that jump would be happening this year because of the guys we brought in on the O-line. Like I say, Amalu, drafted Broderick Jones, Mason Cole, James Daniel did very solid for us last year. Chooks did solid. You figure Pickens is going to ascend. Deontay, solid Pro Bowl receiver. I think Kenny's going to take the year 2 jump.
Yeah.
You got a couple good running backs. I thought our defense was going to be a lot better than what it was. And who knows? We, like you said, we still have a lot more season left. So
yeah, don't speak in
just
finals.
up to this point.
Yeah.
Just up to this point, though.
Right.
You kind of get what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Dondre Zell, is it safe to say we're rushing? Oh, I just read that. Sorry. We got Donovan LaRue. I think our offense is going to be nice getting DJ back and Muth. Our O-line has been improving. I'm very excited to see how this team improves after the bye.
Oh, me too, man. And I think for us, it's one of those things that the more in-stadium opportunities this offense gets, the better they're going to be because they're going to get more familiar, more comfortable with the scheme and with themselves. Granted, you had a lot of the similar cast members from last year coming back, but as I said, man, every season is still different. Allen Robinson wasn't heavily a part of our offense a year ago. Now he is. Deontay Johnson was heavily a part of our offense a year ago. We've been missing him for some weeks, right? Pat Freiermuth, heavily a part of our offense. He's been out for a little bit. New pieces up front just in terms of how they're gelling, right? Sayu Malu had to gel with Dan. Then we obviously seen the other side not really starting out what we want them to start out at.
Right.
Now we switched Dan Moore out, Broderick in, another movement. So it's just little things like that. And even on the right side, right? James Daniels, available. Now he's not. Nate Herbig. So you're getting multiple things that have taken place. But that's why it's just like, man, once it settles, and that's why typically we say after the first 4 games is when it starts to settle. That's when you start to realize, okay, this is our group. These are the guys we're rolling with
going forward, barring something injury related. Now we got a better understanding. When we talk our corners, week 1, the conversation is Pat P. Levi exclusively, Shannon Sullivan in the slot. Right now, the convo is, man, you need to have JPJ out there. You're going to rotate Levi and Pat on the other side and Desmond King. When are you ready? Just night and day. But it took multiple games to get the information. Now we know it's not an outlier. It's not he slipped in the end zone. It's like, no, bro, he's struggling on in-breaking routes. But we needed more of a sample size to get that info. Now we got it. Now we got a chance to make some alterations and adjustments. Broderick Jones. All right. We've seen the preseason. They done had a chance to see him in practice. And now, putting him back in the game, bigger sample.
And we got to see Dan Moore not do so hot either.
Absolutely. Bigger sample size, right? Because if you talk about making the move in week 1, week 2, based on Broderick's preseason and Dan's body of work, you're like, nah, you can't make that move.
No, I think everyone was on one accord that Dan Moore is going to start, and we understand it. He took all the snaps in preseason with the first team, took all the snaps in training camp with the first team, or like 95, 96% of the snaps, something like that. So it made sense. But then you're right. With the new information and how these 5 weeks have played out, Broderick Jones being the starter makes sense. JPJ playing more makes sense.
Yeah. But it was like we just had to have it. Just give us some time, man. But now, this is when we talk about having that intensity, that urgency. Like, this is where that really, really hits, because now we got our guys. Now we can really set realistic expectations. Say, yo, this is your next step. This is where we see you going to. But it's just harder in the early part of the season. And that's even with proven teams, right? I always bring up the Buffalo Bills. Think about that offense week 1 versus how it's been the past couple of weeks since then, right? Week 1, the question was, man, what's going on with Josh? They can't score. You can't, it's that type of stuff. And it's like, yo.
He was just making stupid decisions.
Still a part of it, though, right?
Yeah.
And we all went down the list of, man, that quarterback struggled this week, that quarterback struggled that week. And it's like, every season, you're going to have to get reacclimated, reintroduce yourself. And that's even with the guys you coming back with. Now, for those teams that have that type of continuity, it typically comes back faster. But for us, we were young. So it took us a little bit longer to get that ball back rolling. But we'll be straight now, baby.
International. What's up with the Steelers not implementing 80 in the passing game? Makes no sense. Also, Pat P has let up almost every touchdown scored on us. Can he recover?
So we have implemented 80. We were just missing him a little bit in terms of the ball placement. But also for 80, he has to get a little bit more refined with his route running in terms of just creating some of that subtle separation, because he is a bigger body and he's not just going to run by guys at this level his size, right? So he has to get a little bit more refined in terms of creating separation at the end parts of his route. Now, granted, he hasn't had anything crazy. He's running stops, ins, and outs, drag, stuff like that, your basic run-of-the-mill tight end routes. They don't use him like how they would use Pat Freiermuth, but Pat, in terms of him vertically, they're different players. But for Darnell, man, he'll get that picked up. It just takes some time. No different we talk Calvin Austin. Calvin Austin is electric, right, in terms of his speed. But it's like, man, creating separation at this level is not just about you being fast. You got to understand how to set it up, your body language. What are your eyes doing when you're running this route? What's your head doing when you're running this route? Because that's the information that, as a defender, we're reading. And that's how, we're able to ultimately stop some of those plays. For Calvin, no, he's learning that. For Darnell, he's learning that. We even see it with Pickens. Pickens, man, we know, man, you're dominant, and he can still be so much better. But we're seeing him start to pick it up a little bit more in terms of his route running, getting more refined with it. So for Darnell, it'll happen. It just takes a little bit of time, man. I know we want everybody to just come out to this thing and, be dominant day one. Hey, TJ Watt's probably the only person that I think TJ Watt and Kiko Alonso. There we go. Them the only two rookies I've ever seen come in like day one. You're like, all right, that's the dude. Yeah. Outside of them, man, typically it's going to be up and down, man, for about a year, maybe even 2 years.
Let's go, UW. Hell of a game this Saturday in Colorado Springs, and another undefeated team is losing. #rank Wyoming. Got to live up to the NY6 projections this year.
Okay. Let's go.
Man, that just seems so far away. for my thoughts right now. Trying to get ranked.
Oh,
I didn't realize Louisville, I think they're 14th or 15th. I saw it on the bottom ticker. I'm thinking upset this week with this new quarterback.
Let's go.
We got nothing to lose right now.
Oh, yeah, house money, bro.
What do they say? Sometimes those are the hardest type of teams to play.
bro.
Dead man walking.
Yeah.
Nothing to lose.
They're
We're
zombies.
zombies
They're
out there.
bro.
So watch Louisville, watch out, and Florida State, watch out.
Zombie team, you be trying to be like, bro, they just keep coming back. This is nuts, man.
Yeah. Dang, man, you said you wanted to think about getting ranked. We've been over here. I'm like, we've been getting a lot of votes lately, man.
Well, here's the problem with you. Is this still the case where you can't play in the playoffs?
Uh-huh. This is our last year of it,
Damn.
though. Yeah, it's our last year of it. Yep.
So if you go undefeated, you could be like, hold me back. Like, oh, we wanted it. We wanted the smoke, but then you could basically claim the national championship, right?
Man, we'll see. We take it one game at a time. We don't put extra lofty expectations out there.
If you go undefeated, you have to claim it.
No, we're just a regular old team, man. We were just happy to claim that we were kings of the Sun Belt because the team that won the Sun Belt, we put 40 on. And it was like, all right, we can't win it, but hey, y'all go ahead and take that there.
Well, luckily you're hopping into the playoffs right at the right time because that's when they're going to expand to 12.
Yeah.
Because even if JMU went undefeated, do you think they'd put them in?
No, because they're too young.
But if it was 12, I'm sure they would.
12 makes it interesting because of the amount of them in us in a G5 conference. I do think if you win a G5, when you're talking to 12 teams, the ones that's going to be adding on, and you're going to have a couple at-large bids. So yeah, you win your conference, that's your automatic bid. It's kind of like March Madness. But I don't think we would never get an opportunity if we did not win the Sun Belt, if that makes sense. Like I think that's the only like card that we would have to even get in the convo for a playoff.
Probably undefeated too, right?
Like it would have to be undefeated and have to win the Sun Belt for us to get in that convo.
Yeah. Let's go. UW also says Tyreek Hill says Claypool looks like a vending machine in Miami. I'd like to think it's because he keeps spitting out Butterfingers and dropping everything.
I was low-key like, what analogy is that?
Means is he talking about like he's a tank, like he's a physical specimen?
A vending machine, bro?
Is that what he's going for?
I'm like, yo, what does that even? Ew, that's a weird analogy. I need more context.
He's just like a big box.
Can we look at his like what did it? What?
No, he's right. That's what he said.
Him?
Yeah,
a vending machine.
Yeah,
that is a weird compliment, bro.
Tyreek's on Claypool's team now, so I'm assuming it's meant as a compliment.
It's definitely a compliment because it's Tyreek saying it about his team. It's definitely a compliment, but I'm just like, a vending machine, bro? Like what? I don't know.
That's my guess. He's just saying Claypool is a really big dude and an athlete and
built like a vending machine. All right.
I guess I wouldn't describe him as a vending machine.
Boxy.
I'd describe like a Jalen Carter as a vending machine.
Yes.
Like a defensive lineman or no lineman.
That's like a big Cam Heyward's a vending machine. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's kind of a sick nickname.
Yeah, the vending machine. Like, oh, all right.
Because you got the fridge, William Perry.
You want too. He can give you everything you want.
Mini fridge was Kendrick Green for about 2 days. And now we got the vending machine.
Yeah. You said for like 2 days. Man, all right.
Christian Manzi, don't forget to do other NFL team picks today, please.
Bro, and Christian be bringing it up every time. We'd be like, yo, we'll get to it. And then we always run out of time. All right, Christian, we working on it today. All right, we gonna work on it today. We should
at least one pick. Maybe for the Thursday night.
At least one.
At least we could do that.
At least one, bro.
International, I'm convinced Gunner is a plant sent by Bill Belichick to sabotage the Steelers. If we put him back out there again after everything that's happened, our special teams coordinator and Tomlin are in on it. Hashtag sabotage the special teams.
Nah, they said that's J.C. Jackson, man. They said he was the sabotage, the New England plant.
Over to the Chargers.
Yeah, you seen what happened, right?
Yeah, they paid him a ton of money and ended up cutting him.
Did you see why they cut him, though? He started telling him I wasn't playing. He said, I'm not going in. They were trying to sub him.
That.
Yes, they were trying to sub him in the game. He was like, I'm not going in. He took his cleats off, bro. Yes.
I knew they weren't playing him. They were making him inactive.
No, they was like, they wanted to play. He was like, I'm just not going to play. Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, oh. And then, I don't know if they cut him or just simply traded him back to New England, but he's back in New England
That's
now.
some NBA player shit right there. I'll take your big-ass contract, and you're telling me to go in the game. No, I'm not going to go.
But that's looking at the Patriots. I'm like, J.B. Collins, you left, got paid, they came right back afterwards. They shipped him to Cleveland. Waited. He finished that little deal over there, then came right back to New England, man. I'm just like, dang,
we could have used J.C. Jackson.
Heck yeah, we talked about J.C. We thought it was gonna be too expensive though.
Yeah, how much are the Patriots paying him now?
All right, that's the other.
Why weren't we on the phone call there?
Yeah. Unless the fix was it, LeGarrette Blount.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
He went and won the ring 2-0. Yeah.
That does happen
Shout
too
out
often.
to LeGarrette though. But yeah, man.
So if we cut Gunner and he goes to New
He'll
England,
go right to
and,
New England.
and goes back to being a
Okay.
Pro Bowl returner,
Okay.
we'll all know something was up. That's
LeGarrette went
terrible.
from being disgruntled in Tennessee to running touchdowns in the next Sunday. I said, how the what the what?
Oh, his second stint in New England was unreal. Didn't he have almost like 20 touchdowns the following season?
Yes. He literally scored 3 touchdowns the week they signed him after he walked out of our locker room with that Tuesday with the trash bag. We like, bruh, this is this is crazy. Oh, it's crazy.
Berg City, 6-time champ, says, blessings, fellas. I went to the game, and it was a great result. Question, if we kneel and called for the illegal formation, they denied as the clock run because it didn't, and they got a free timeout plus time.
Right.
Confused on the rules now.
Yeah, so if I remember correctly, we had because it was on Chooks, right, for the illegal formation.
Yeah.
All right. They accepted it though, right? Bless you.
Thank you. You said bless you before I even sneezed.
Well, I seen, yeah.
You tried to have good timing on that.
I knew it was. I was like, bless you. Get it out.
I think it was Chooks. They explained it. The announcers explained
Because
it.
the way it's a 10-second runoff, if they accept it and we don't use a timeout, I know that's a part of it. I don't remember. Did they accept the penalty though?
I truly can't remember.
I don't remember. I just remember that saved them like a ton of clock though, because it stopped the clock.
It did.
Yeah. But I don't remember like what was the logistics behind it or why. Yeah, man, it's one of them rules though, bro. Yeah, it's one of them. I usually know all the rules. I don't remember like the specifics of why the clock is like that. Very similar to remember when Belichick had that whole punting situation. It was probably like 2 years ago, and they found a loophole with like the clock of
Vrabel did that too.
Yeah. So I'm not 100% sure on it. They said they declined it. Shout out to Noah. Okay, yeah. Like I said, I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head, man.
Michael Brooks, Claypool got all the goods. He's saying.
Well, I mean,
I could tell you for a fact that's not true.
no, well, technically, he has he has the goods. He's just not delivering the goods. So he is kind of like the vending machine. It's just sitting there. We can see it. We like, bro, I know you got it in
vending
there.
machine.
Yeah, it's in there. I know you're in there. Is it plugged in? It's like the lights aren't on it. We see all the talent. We see all. It's like, yo, you got Snickers in here. I see some Sour Patch Kids. Deke, we can't do that. You want some
Oh, yeah.
chips?
It's a top 3 vending machine in terms of all the snacks in there.
The honey twist over here. You know what I'm saying? Some Doritos.
Reese's.
Like, oh, you got to have the Reese's. Come on, man. They got all the Halloween. Deke, and it's got sodas in there. Drink. What type of drink you want? You want White Claws? Whatever you want, man.
Oh, there's alcohol
Bro, come
in
on,
this
man.
vending machine.
It is the vending machine of all vending machines.
Okay.
This is
Gummies like Gushers or
this
something?
is arguably top 3 vending machine in the NFL today.
Yeah.
Like when you top 3, you know, there's some killers out here today, bro. There's some killers in this league today. It's top 3. So
But it's not working.
it ain't working though. So we thought it was the outlet in Pittsburgh, so we went to Chicago, see if the outlet worked, but it's close to Canada, so you know they got the little weird voltage. So now they sit down in Miami, and they say, "Yo, this is a waterproof. This should work." So we're gonna see.
That's a great comparison.
Though, it's a fire vending
It's
machine.
a great analogy.
Yeah. It's accurate if you think, because he does have everything that you would want: big, tall, fast, strong, could jump.
Showed that upside in his first 2
Yeah,
years.
bro. Yeah. And then the vending machine just had a shortened wire. It's a little short. That's it.
Yeah, people thought it was the location as to why the vending machine
see
wasn't
what I'm saying?
working.
So we like,
but
bro,
maybe
this-
it's just the vending machine itself is
Deke,
broke.
how many times right here would you use? Like, let me unplug it back here. All right, let me plug it on this one. Maybe it's this one. Let me push this button. Dang, it ain't none of that. Maybe he just need to flick his little switch. Just flick his little switch, man. And then he'll get right.
Skydiving heck. Moats, does Gunner still belong on the roster?
Does he still belong on the roster? Yeah, in terms of right now, just in the sense of when Calvin, if I remember correctly, Calvin, what happened to him in the game? Something happened to Calvin in the game, if I remember correctly.
Concussion protocol.
Yeah, something
and then
happened
he
to him
got
in the game.
cleared.
Right. So my thing is this, man. We can have an opinion on Gunner all we want, and a lot of times, I'm not saying y'all wrong on him, but what I am saying is this: who caught all of them punts when Calvin went out? We gonna bring up the fumble, but if you're gonna bring up the fumble, you gotta bring up when he also ran that thing back to the damn near 50-yard line. They all kind of go hand in hand. He's just another product of what this team as a whole has been, and that's inconsistent, man. Yeah, so for me, man, I'm not tripping on him. I don't put him in a premier role, though, and I don't think the team has. The only reason he was back out there returning him anyways was because Calvin was hurt. So if Calvin is straight, then we ain't got to worry about it no way. But you would much rather have him on your roster than who are we going to put back there to start catching punts? Or who you want to try out there? I think Desmond King, he's returned, so he's a potential.
He'd be the guy.
Yeah, but it's just like
You're saying after Calvin Austin?
Yeah. So it's like you see
I'm good
the
with
combo we
McFarland
go
on the
to.
kick returns
Yeah.
whenever he comes back. McFarland, Desmond King, kick returns. Calvin Austin, kick returns. Punt returns. Calvin. And then I'd go Desmond King right now over
Right,
Gunner.
because I'm like, Pat P, but he ain't done it in a while. Minka, I've seen one time they put Minka back there.
Yeah, I do the Minka experiment. I'd go with that over Gunner.
I'm cool with the ball in his hands. I'm worried about this part. That is very different in stadium, bro. And we've seen a lot of people struggle with that, man. League-wide, a lot of people struggle with that. That is to do it every single time. That's the part for me, man. I'm like, I don't care about the return part. I need to at least know I got this part first. I need possession. And that's the part with Gunner where it's like, bro, you know this. You can't put that ball on the ground. You can't do it. Can't do it. But I have to at least know that consistently he's going to catch this punt. And that is what Gunner does. You don't see Gunner muffin punts. Catch them things. We've seen dude muff them, and we know what that felt like. And we like, oh, my God. Yeah.
That play was unreal to me live.
Yeah.
Witnessing it live, because it literally looked like Gunner just tossed the ball behind his head and said, Ravens, go get it. But whenever you saw the replay, you could see he bumped into Connor.
Not bump. Connor hits him perfectly on the ball. I'm like, bro, if I'm a defender, I'm like, yo, that's a perfect hit. That's what you're coached to do. That ball is always going to come out. I don't care who you are.
My jaw dropped when I saw
Gunner,
it live.
Yeah.
Just how the camera angle was on it. It literally looked like Gunner just said, here you go, Ravens.
That was my thing. I'm like, Gunner can't get the benefit of the doubt because he's fumbled. And because he's fumbled, he's forever in the, if you put the ball on the ground, we're going to lose our mind graces. But it's like, bro, your own teammate hits you perfectly, helmet on the ball. Perfectly. I'm just like, if I'm in the locker room, I'm like, Gunner, that, like, yo, I get it. But still, it's like, I get it. And Connor's probably like, dude, I feel like terrible. That's on me. That's what he's saying. He's like, I'm supposed to be blocking for you, not hitting you. And definitely hitting you perfectly, bro. But that's the part when we talk context, is like, people don't care about that context. They just say, yo, Gunner fumbled that rock, man. Get him out of here. He don't belong on the roster. And it's like, bro, his own man's rock, like, bow, perfect.
But at the same time, you can't
fumble
that
it. Yeah, you can't fumble it.
Hold on to that.
Yeah. I always laugh. Remember back when Juju fumbled and it was Marlon Humphrey that punched out and everybody's like, yo, well, why y'all tripping? He's like, yo, it doesn't matter who was holding that ball. When it happens like that, it's going to come out. It's certain things like, yo, it doesn't matter what you're doing. Lamar, if you're sitting back here, right? And as a passer, you come over, it doesn't matter what. And that's why I said yesterday, I don't really be counting them fumbles like that as turnovers on quarterbacks, because it's like, yo, it's nothing that man could do.
Same with the Deshaun Watson one.
It's nothing that
at
man
the
could
end
do.
Of that Browns game.
Nothing. Right. But not everybody cares for that stuff, man. Don't be caring for that content. Just be like, yo, he fumbled, F it.
Gunner's tenure here in Pittsburgh
He got to be more consistent, bro. Yeah.
Definitely be described as when it rains, it pours.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
When it rains, it pours.
Hey, but that's the league, man. It's a lot of dudes that's the league, man. And he's an all-pro. Think about that. It's dudes that haven't even sniffed a pro. Bro, I've never had a Pro Bowl, let alone an all-pro. It's like, this was all-pro. It's real, man.
Zach Costanzo. I know Deke wants to say 15-2, but Moats, what is your record prediction after the first 5 games?
Man, I'm still where I was at. Well, I said, 10-6 early on? Or, no, I said 10-7. Yeah, that was whatever my initial one was, 10-7, I think it was. That's me. Because I don't think they're going to get the 11th one. That was the one I flirted with. But I always had them as a double-digit win team, so I'm still not going off of that, man. Like, they're going to win 10. You watch, you'll see. They'll win 10.
I probably will predict us to win every game, week in and week out. But you know how I do my whole thing. Didn't I say 12-5?
Yeah, because you said
I said 17-0 on
Bleach
Report.
Math, the way you do it.
It's a math.
Like, yeah, if it's a pick'em game or a 50-50, you'll divide those in half, and then you'll split them, and that's how you'll come up with your record.
We went over it briefly on yesterday's podcast, looking at the remaining schedule. What did I say? All right,
Yeah,
we got our division plus like there's maybe another tough game or two, like Jaguars, Seahawks. Divide all those games by 2. Maybe that's 2 or 3 losses. You get to like 12-5.
Yeah, I remember your math on it.
So
man.
I think we're still on pace for that. 12-5 would be a good record. That, depending on the tiebreakers and whatnot, that could keep you in the 2 seed.
Okay.
Hell, depending on what the Chiefs do rest of the season, that could get you the 1.
That's why I just be like, bro, 1 game at a time. We are fine. We will be fine. 1 game at a time. As we could already see, we're getting where we want to be, even with the nonsense. It's like, yo, if you're winning while it's not right, imagine once it gets right. That's the part, man. That's the part, man. You got to trust it.
Michael Brooks, he will be big time, constantly ball in space. Who's that?
Who'd he say?
We were talking Claypool.
Got to be Claypool then, bro. Yeah, because his earlier comment was about Claypool.
He's saying he gets unleashed in Miami. Michael Brooks is saying Claypool gets unleashed in Miami then.
Well, I mean, if not there, then where? He don't have to be the 1 or the 2 down there, man. You got 2, or you got Tyreek, you got Jaylen.
Who is their third receiver?
I don't know. And,
At least before Claypool got
right,
there.
and then Gesicki isn't there anymore, so I'm actually not sure.
They got the 2 running backs.
Chosen's not there anymore.
Really? Did they cut him?
Or is he still there?
Yeah, he is.
He is? Okay.
Robbie
well,
Chosen.
He's the third then. Yeah. I would say him probably, right?
Got Braxton Berrios. Cedric Wilson from the Cowboys, too. Claypool's got some competition.
Yeah. Yeah, low key. Because all 3 of them dudes you just named that had success to an extent.
Yeah, for being a depth receiver.
Right.
Those guys are solid.
Yeah.
Claypool has more upside than those guys. But
Claypool has the most upside. If you're talking,
yeah, those guys. Yeah.
Size, speed. I mean, he's supposed to be a elite.
Maybe they're going to put him at
receiver.
tight end. They got some bums here.
Uh-oh.
Durham Smith, Tyler Croft. I don't know who any of these guys are.
Wasn't Tyler in Cincinnati?
That would be a Miami type of move with all the speed that they're trying to
Yeah.
put together with this offense.
He's big enough he could block. Well, he blocks on the perimeter. That's a different type of blocking at tight end. But you ain't got to be bad. Jimmy Graham, it's different than when it's in season, but we'll see. I feel like it would work a lot better for him than it would Djokovic. Just because he blocks.
Absolutely.
When they talk about switching to tight end, going to do it in season.
And just the fact that this is potentially his last stop in the NFL.
Yeah, you bet.
If they want to move you to tight end and do some interesting things there, you got to learn.
You seen when
You're gonna
Tebow
have
was
to figure
in
it out.
Jacksonville. Tebow was in Jacksonville last leg. They said, you can play tight end. He said, all right, coach, I got you.
Yeah, if they told him, like, this is your best way to see the field, you just got to learn to block a little bit here or there. But you might see the ball just because of the snaps that you could get at this position, how you could help us.
Cook in there, or he's going to get murdered in there.
Yeah.
It's going to be one or the other. It's feast or famine. On pass play, you're going to love him. On run play, hold on. Just hold on.
All right, we got a couple more here. Sean McCartney, Gunner shouldn't have ate that popcorn.
Oh, no. Oh, no. They butterfingering my mans. They hit him with the butter. Is that movie theater butter? You over Rudder Barker, or are you what's the other one? I think it's actually called movie theater popcorn, the blue box.
Sean
You know the blue
McCartney
box?
also says this Gunner punt return is sponsored by Orville Redenbacher.
Oh, that's the red box. All right. I'm about to say it's either the red box or the blue box. It's for sure. All right.
Yeah, what is that blue one? You're right. That's
It has like the
premier
little
type of
movie
popcorn.
theater like
Yeah.
stuff in the background. Yeah.
What is that called?
And for sure, like
Those are the 2 main ones for
Absolutely.
microwavable popcorn.
yeah, like my kids, they own the Redenbacher.
Ah,
Red
what's that
box.
called?
Bro, what is it called? You were right, man. It's a blue box and I can see it perfectly. Blue box popcorn. Yeah, Google that. Blue box popcorn. We're going to get to the bottom of this. We're going to get to blue box. Yeah, put blue box. There.
Pop Secret. Oh, wait. They also have an Act 2.
Act 2. That's what it Act and Pop Secret. Both on fire.
Act 2 is the one I was
2 is
thinking of.
fire. Yeah. Pop Secret, I remember Pop Secret. But
Pop
Act 2 is
Secret.
fire.
Yeah, they got some good
Yeah,
ones
shout out
too.
to MP, shout out to John Easton, shout out to Tito Goodvibes, M. Pennant, Corey Martinez, Jonathan McDormand. Absolutely, man. Absolutely, y'all load it now. Yeah, heck yeah, bro. See, this is why I don't need to be pre-showing before I pre-show. Because now I'm over here wanting some popcorn, man. I want some real popcorn.
Someone's saying Jolly Pop. What the hell was
I
that?
ain't had that, bro. Y'all making me real hungry in here, though. I swear.
Jolly Pop. Is that a red box?
I don't know. Let's hit it. Let's find out. I'm hungry now.
No one's said Jolly Pop.
Jolly Pop. I don't know no Jolly Pop. Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. Jolly Time? Jolly Time popcorn. That's what I'm saying.
I think I'll probably go over Redebacher, man. Now, have you done the popcorn you do on the stove with the little foil on it?
That's my mom type of thing.
Yeah.
She likes that.
Dang, why you say it like that? Like it's old school?
What?
That's my mom type of thing. Like, dang, bro. Because I've done it before.
I wouldn't say it's old school. It's just putting extra effort into your popcorn.
It's a lot of extra love for that thing. I've only done it like once or twice, bro. Yeah. It's definitely not something I look forward to doing.
It's good, though.
Yeah.
And then you can get the actual butter yourself. Drip it over. Like microwave the butter, drip it over. Yeah. It's good.
Nah, respect.
It is good.
Respect. Dang.
Let's go. UW says, question, are you guys kettle corn or nah?
I don't prefer
I'm not
kettle
a fan.
corn. I don't prefer it. I've had it on occasion. I'll be like respectable, but like I don't prefer it. Nah. Bro, I really want some popcorn, bro. We should have got, man, we need a popcorn machine. We just get popcorn, get our popcorn deep. Dang.
Yeah, I need it with all those movies I said I was going to watch.
Man. Ricky West said popcorn is free to the lower room members. That's what he told us. Dang. I want some popcorn. I'm all for popcorn, man. Popcorn, man. Shoot. Let's get it. All right. Let's go ahead and progress through this thing then, because, like I said, I'm going to definitely want some popcorn in a little bit.
Yeah, what's next? What we got?
We caught up on Supers, right?
We are.
All right, y'all hit that like button real quick, and don't forget to subscribe, because now we're about to get into our topic today, talking about, since the bye week. Just going to look back offensively, defensively. We want to talk about 3 players on offense and 3 players on defense who we think have been the most impressive thus far this season for us, man. So, figure we would start with the defense.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, man? So, in the comment section, y'all drop the 3 most impressive players on the Steelers defense through these first 5 games in the comment section already. All right, Deke. I'll go ahead and go first. If that's cool with you.
Works.
First person for me, man, in terms of most impressive, TJ Watt. As crazy as it is, my expectations for him were already sky high. And at the same time, as I'm watching him, I'm like, bro, how are you still doing just extra? Like, the consistent turnovers, the consistent sacks, the big-time splash plays, the energy. Heck, you even gave me the F the rules and took your helmet off in your last celebration. Like, you giving me everything I need right now. And then I keep hearing your brother talk about how you the Debo. And that just add on to it as well. To me, man, it's just like we all know that he's not supposed to make the play. And they sending everybody and their mama to stop him from making the play, Deke. But yet I keep seeing him every single week make crazy plays. So he was the first guy for me, man. Second guy.
How bad did he want to return that fumble recovery?
Oh, he was trying to go to the crib. You see, he was ready to mush Lamar too. I don't know if you peached out, load up on it.
So bad,
bro. He didn't touch paint already. That's the other part. I'm like, bro, when you think, all right, what's the only thing he hasn't done? He hasn't scored. He knocked that out. It's like, yo, he could literally do we've seen him do every single thing. He just ain't line up on offense.
That would have been 2 touchdowns in 5 weeks.
In 5 games, bro. Think about that, bro. And, like, we wouldn't have been surprised either if he would have scored.
Here's the sad part of the matter. Remember yesterday how I said, oh, he's just got to be the favorite for the Depoy right now. He's not.
Are you lying?
Micah Parsons favored
It's
more than him.
Cowboys.
And I think it's also Myles Garrett that's favored more than TJ Watt.
Cowboys
He's third on the list.
That means put your money up.
Yeah, exactly. If you want good value, it's like plus 200 for TJ for Depoy right now.
Seriously, bro. Seriously, man. So, TJ definitely my first guy. Second guy, man, that has really impressed me on defense, Alex Highsmith. We knew he had the big contract this offseason, and with that, we said you're going to have even bigger expectations. And this dude is continuing to deliver. I mean, not just winning consistently in the pass rush versus high-end talent. I mean, outside of Trent Williams, he didn't get after every single person that they lined up against him. and not just get after him. I'm talking creating splash plays. We obviously seen how he ended last game. That's the walk-off. That's the, hey, man, you ain't stopping this. Like, it's stuff like that where him coming into this year, as much of a fan of him as I am, still naturally you have some concerns of like, bro, $14 million a year, that's a certain level of expectations. I know you coming off of a crazy season, but now you can have even more eyes, even more pressure, even more coordinators saying, bro, we can't let him get off and 90 get off. And yet you're still in here delivering. You're still in here getting better. Like, I'm like, yo, you're nicer right now than you were this time a year ago. And you was cooking this time a year ago. And that to me has been like, when I look at those two guys, I'm like, I can point to you and say, y'all have impacted us and helped us win games, get out of stadiums. Like, exclusive. Like, yo, you cooking butt, getting 2-3 sacks, forced fumble, and all that. You kicking butt, get 2-3 sacks, forced fumble. Like,
he had a touchdown too.
Come on, man. They literally both are just going stupid. And that's why when we even brought up the whole Debo and Lamar Willie, I'm like, yo, I love the fact that that's the convo because it's real, man. It's real. They are their own variation of it.
They just both got to stay healthy.
That's it. That's it, man. But it is beautiful right now. So that's why I had Highsmith as my second guy that has really impressed me on defense.
Bink the Patuzzi says, this is a good comment. Yeah. Highsmith ain't Robin no more. He's Robin Hood.
Ooh.
No, he said he's Red Hood. I'm sorry.
Red Hood. All right, gang. Let's go, man. Let's go. And then for my third spot, all right, I kind of cheated. I had a half. All right, I did two players
Honorable
here.
mention?
No, it was literally 50-50. I couldn't decide exclusively on who I really wanted because I love both of their games. And I'm a fan of both of their games. And we've been missing this type of energy. It's Landon Robinson, Quan Alexander, bro. I had to slice him down the middle. E-Rob, that dark, bro, he is Vince Williams. That's who he reminds me of when I watch him play. He's downhill, hitting everything in the mouth. He's chasing you. Bro, I just love, he play like a bully. He play like, yo, you want to play? Like, all right, let's go fight then. Like, that's when I watch him, I'm like, yo, he fighting everybody out there. And I love it because, as you know, we have not had that type of energy throughout our past couple of seasons. But he consistently brings that, and I love it. I'm like, even when he off or wrong with a play, it's like he still done pops up. I'm like, yo, you ain't hit over there for no reason, bro. Just cuz. And then you got Quan. Mm-hmm. Quan missed the electricity, missed the playmaker. Drop the film session on him. Y'all check that when you get a chance. But with Quan, it's like, man, this dude hopped on the moving train right before the season started. What, 2 weeks before, actually the week of our first preseason game, if I remember correctly. And from there, it's like, man, he just been picking it up and going, fitting right in and putting his own stamp on this defense. His own variation of when he's out there, we're like, yo, he's making plays. And not just a tackle 20 yards downfield. Nah, we talking TFLs. We talking splash, man. And that's the stuff that, like you said, we really have been missing at that position. So that's why I was like, I had to go both of them. And it ain't no slight to my dog Cole. I guess I like Cole Holcomb as well. But Cole is kind of like the hybrid of both of them. Whereas they're my extremes right there, man. I need my speed demon, my crazy Quan, and then my bullying thing right there, man, in terms of E-Rob.
So I have Quan on my list, too.
Shout out. Let's go.
He's just jumping off the screen to me whenever he's out there. And the stats are backing up. Here's what's crazy. You know, we just talked about Cole Holcomb. He's playing pretty much 90% to 100% of the snaps.
Yeah.
Quan Alexander, I'm looking over these first 5 games. 69% first game, 60% second game, 65% third game. Fourth game, only 38%. Fifth game, only 44%. So that averages out to he's playing about 50 to 55% of the time. Dude, he's got 35 tackles. Also has a sack.
Bro.
34 tackles. But
he is cooking, bro.
That pretty much averages out.
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Over 17 games. It's 119 tackles. He's only playing like 55% of the time.
Like, bro.
That's insane.
He is cooking. Every time I see him on the film, like, you're making a play. And you're not just making regular plays. You're making, like, sexy plays. Like, let's get up and celebrate. We all in the stadium going nuts. Like, you're doing that. We have not felt that in a minute, bro. I love it, man. Yeah,
the athleticism he brings to the table in that inside linebacker room. He just jumps off the screen to me.
Yeah.
So whenever we sign him, some of the knocks on him were, can he stay healthy? Is he a little bit over the hill because of his age or whatnot? I think he's disregarded both of those things so far this season. I hate to say it, knock on wood, he stays healthy rest of the season. But up to this point, he looks awesome.
I'm with you, bro. Knock on wood, too.
So I got him in here. I probably should have put TJ and Highsmith, but I'm glad you said it.
No, you got it, bro.
Because
you got it.
We know how good those guys are. Highsmith, for me, in terms of like more surprise element with his impressive performances this year, I think a little bit more valid than TJ because even though TJ is outperforming usual TJ, we kind of expect this because he's in his prime and it's TJ Watt. Obviously, he deserves to be on this list.
You good, baby. It's your list.
But Highsmith, you're right. After getting the contract, all right, can you do it back-to-back years? He's doing that, if not exceeding that. So I'm with you on that. I guess it's just we already know those guys, so I'm not like
for sure, bro.
I'm not like wowed with how good they are. But at the same time, I am a little.
That's
bit.
my thing. I'm like
because they are playing that good.
And see the fact that I can even say I'm wowed. And I know how high I personally have my expectations for them dudes. I told you, I think TJ's supposed to get 30 sacks this year, bro. Not 22 and a half. I said 30, bro.
Yeah.
So for me to be saying I'm impressed, I'm like, bro, what are we talking about? Like, he's going You say he's about to have 2 touchdowns in 5 games, bro.
Almost.
He
needed a better move on Lamar there.
Low key.
He just wanted to run him over. He needed like a little hezzy and go to the outside.
He a bully, bro. He a bully.
Because it was all there for him if he just shook Lamar inside. Yeah. Made Lamar think he was going inside, maybe stiff arm a little bit, then just hit the sideline.
He ain't got that wow. He ain't doing all that. Yeah. But I'm looking at Highsmith. I'm like, Highsmith, you catching pick sixes. Like, when you start doing that? Like, I'm seeing you out here, like, cooking.
Those strip sacks,
like,
too.
you really cooking people.
Like, it's not just TJ doing the strip sack
you're
stuff.
You're cooking people. Bro, you was Ronnie Stanley. You went out there and you cooked. I don't care if he's on the Phillies healthy. You know my rule. If he's on the Phillies healthy, man, and you got after that.
So I'm with you. Those two deserve to be on this list. I'm just going a little bit of a different direction.
Man, I love it, man.
Keanu Benton and JPJ are my 2 guys.
I was thinking them as well, bro. Love what Keanu done. My bad. I ain't cut
I mean, he feels like he's already a starter, and luckily we're getting Cam Heyward back. Do we know the timeline on him? When's he coming back?
Not officially, because remember he had to have surgery, but it was just injury reserve, so he can come back. Because he was under the knife, you just anticipate him being a little bit longer than Deontay, who was just...
The initial timeline was like 8 weeks. Mm-hmm. He was saying he's going to be back faster than that. That's the week after the Rams game then.
Right.
If we win against the Rams, I wouldn't mind Cam taking another week. Just to not rush it back. And Keanu Benton's the reason why.
Yeah.
Because of how good he's playing. Him and Ogunjobi on the interior, we're making it work. Mm-hmm. We're making it work. And Benton's making plays, in fact, too. It's not like, oh, man, we're just getting by. I'm seeing Keanu Benton beat these dudes on the interior.
Bro, he putting hands on people, bro.
And then JPJ, we talked about this. Mm-hmm. When he's out there, he's not getting cooked. That's one good thing you're looking out of your corners. Not getting cooked, but then he's also making plays.
Don't get cooked, all right? Just don't get cooked, and then we could build up from here.
He's also making plays. Now, it is a short sample size. It is a small sample size. But there's that PFF stat out there, some type of stat where he's got a 0 passer rating when targeted.
I would say.
I don't know how that's possible because he did let up the slant to Devontae Adams, but maybe the interception cancels that out.
Ooh,
you know what I mean?
That might low-key be it, though. The interception could cancel out because that's the only catch we've seen. He hasn't been penalized.
Yeah, the only 2 bad things I've seen from JPJ. And giving up a slant to Devontae Adams for like 10 yards, that's not necessarily a bad thing. At least you made the tackle.
Devontae did to everybody else, right?
Right, exactly. Because the first time JPJ was on Devontae, didn't give him anything. Yeah, Jimmy G threw it his way. There wasn't even a chance. But it was just that slant to Devontae and then the missed tackle in the Texans game.
Yeah.
A little bit of a wimpy tackle. Just
threw a shoulder at the lady.
Yeah, through the shoulder.
Said, but this ain't college, man. They ain't going down off of that, man.
Outside of that, in coverage, dude's got it. He's impressed me. And because with drafting corners, and we were talking about this yesterday, whenever we brought up the Patrick Surtain trade and why it would make sense to give up a couple first-rounders. You know what you got there. Like that dude's a top 10 corner.
Yeah.
It could be hit or miss when you draft these guys. Look at Emmanuel Forbes down with the Commanders. True, now, part of this could be on Tomlin and the Steelers right now, moving JPJ along at a little bit slower pace. And you caution for that. Like, get him out there, let him build the confidence up a little bit, and let him prove to you that he's ready. And he's done that up to this point, and that's why we all feel he should be the starter after this bye week.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. I mean, that was why I did the film session, because I'm like, we can say he's not ready, and I get it. But at the same time, it's like he's shown a lot of this is what a starter does in the league. So
right.
eventually you just got to give him that opportunity, man. But I don't fault the move. I know at times for fans it can seem really like head scratching, and you're like, bro, just get him out there. You know he's the best. You know he's talented. Just get him out there. He'll learn on the job. It's just one of them things, man. You just got to be cautious at times, man, because you can't undo it. When you throw that thing out there, if it's not ready and it gets exposed or it gets some negativity, it could kill it. And that's the part where you just, like I said, have to be real cautious about it, because that is a position where as soon as he's on the field, like you said in the interview, I knew they was throwing it to me. Why? Because I'm a rookie. It's in the red zone. I'm on Odell Beckham. Like, that's going to be his life until proven otherwise. So if you're not really, really ready, don't put that thing out there just yet. But to me, I think it is ready. And I'm not saying he has to play 100% of the snaps, but if you want to drastically increase the snaps, or at least where he's out there the same amount as Quan, right? You talked about 50, 60% of them snaps. It's like even that. We don't look at Quan and be like, dang, man, we won't see Quan enough. It's like, no, we feel like we getting Quan. We could even use more, but it's like, no, we still good with it. I'm cool with that. But I do feel like he needs to be on the field more, though.
We checking the chat to see
let's
what
check the
they're
chat for
saying?
a little bit, man. Let's see what they got. So John Easton, in terms of his 3 most impressive players on the defense, we'll get to the offense in a second. John Easton says T.J. Watt, Alex Highsmith, and Keanu Benton. Big Bucks Media says T.J. Watt, Highsmith, and Minka. Quan Summer, he goes, Quan. Of course Quan went Quan. JPJ and T.J. What you laughing at, man? What happened?
Christian Cosmac says Levi Wallace has been impressively bad.
Hey, son, no, man. He done had some moments. Man. All right, let me see. Self-Made says TJ, Highsmith, JPJ. Hadwa says TJ, Alex, JPJ. And
X Concepts agrees with you. Great choice, Moats. Quan and Landon bring that energy.
Salute. All right. Okay.
I'm definitely hitting that Watt Defensive Player of the Year prop.
Yeah.
Because I just double checked. It's not plus 200 something. It's plus 300. And it is Myles Garrett and Micah Parsons, the two guys they have ahead of him.
Right,
that's insane.
We got to get in that.
That's insane.
We have to get in that. Mm-hmm. All right. Leah Warren. I'll get these last 2. Leah Warren says T.J. Watt, Alex Highsmith, and Larry Ogunjobi. And then Ryan McPherson says T.J. Highsmith. Actually, no, he says T.J. Highsmith and Elandon Roberts. All right, so salute you then, baby. All right, y'all hit that like button one time for the impressive guys on defense, but now we about to spin the block and hit the impressive guys on offense. You want to go first on this one since I went first on defense? I'm a defensive guy. I even wore all black today.
Sure.
Dark side, let's go.
I just want to
Bro, why am I hungry
right
for some popcorn, man? Deke, ever since we had that talk about popcorn, I've been craving popcorn, man. Real upset about me wanting popcorn all of a sudden.
All right, first one. I'm assuming he's on your list too. Probably is on everyone's list. George Pickens.
I mean, it's a possibility he might make my list. Possibility.
Like, he's there. I know I said off the top of my head yesterday that he's probably, top 10 in receiving yards. I double-checked. He's close. He's almost at 400.
How far?
He's like top 12, top 13. Hold on. Tyreek Hill, Puka. Puka has 572 receiving yards right now.
Puka's getting fed, though, bro. It was no Cooper Kupp out there. He was getting fed. It's Stafford, too.
Justin Jefferson at 3.
But he's going to take a seat.
A.J. Brown 4. DJ Moore 5. Stephon Diggs at 6.
Mm-hmm.
Jamar Chase after last week.
Oh, yeah, he went
at 7. Nico Collins at 8. Devontae Adams 9. Keenan Allen.
So did Nico do that versus us?
I mean, he had $120, $130, right? Yeah, him and Tank Dell have been really good for the Texans. Like, Tank Dell, I think, is top 20 in receiving yards.
Okay.
Just off first glance right here. He is 324.
Dang.
So he's on pace for probably almost 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Devontae, what'd I say? He's like 9 or 10. Keenan Allen after him, Thielen, and then Pickens. So Pickens is
right in
like,
that combo then.
yeah, he's like top 12. Couple touchdowns, but it's just Pickens starting to make that ascension. Like, I think he's already there. I think he's already, in that top 12, top 15 receiver range, at least right now. But you're even seeing stuff like the run after, wherever he took that slant against the Browns to the house.
Mm-hmm.
You're seeing stuff like that. It makes you think, almost back to what TG said, like, we need to start scheming just stuff open for him. Like, get him a wide receiver screen. Get him the ball in his hands and see what he could do after that. But then you saw last week where Kenny's just like, that's my guy. I'm throwing it to him. He's covered. I don't care, because even though he is covered, he's not really covered. He's going to make the catch.
Yeah.
He's legit, man. Like, he's one of the shining pieces that have stuck out to me in some of our lackluster offensive performances thus far.
Nah, respect on that, man. And like I said, y'all in the comment section, y'all drop y'all 3 most impressive players on the Steelers offense through these first 5 games. All right.
Like, so even his bad games, he's got, like, what,
game, he still cooked.
50, 60, 70 yards. Raiders game, he wasn't doing
60?
anything crazy, but yeah, it was one of the more traditional receiver plays where we just hit him on a drag and he was able to get some run after for like 20, 25 yards. So we're getting a nice mix of not everything has to be highlight reel, but then you're also still seeing the highlight reel.
Because even in that Texans game where he had like the deep end, it was probably like I think it was 12 or 15 yard, something like that. I remember he had one. I was like, yeah, it was a good throw by Kenny. I remember him catching. I'm like, all right, it's different. But no, I'm with you, baby.
Jaylen Warren is my second guy.
Gotta have 30. Okay. Shout out to 32, man.
I mean, it's time.
The film don't lie, bro. The film don't lie.
It's been time. The only hiccup in the process of getting Jaylen Warren the ball more was the Texans game, because Najee looked pretty decent and Warren had some fumbling issues.
Can't put it on the ground.
But I think the Ravens game solidified why we need to get Warren in there like 60 to 70% of the time.
Is he big enough to run in between the tackles, Deke? Is he big enough to run inside? Remember that was part of the questions. I'm like, think he handled stuff pretty well. Think he did.
He's fine. Let's give him a game. This is what I'm saying.
I want to say it. I think he did fine.
People are questioning, could he handle the workload? All right, just give him a game then. I'm not saying do it for the whole season. Let's give him a game then.
Because I'm
just
like,
to start it off.
I haven't seen it not look like he can't. When he was
just hold on to the ball.
He was running between them tackles with Ravens. I'm like, oh, he looked good. Making guys miss, he looked good. Fight for extra yards, he looked good. So yeah, my only issue has been don't put him on the ground, man. Can't do that.
Every time he gets the ball, it looks like he's moving 2 times faster than Najee, but also packs a punch that everyone feels like Najee has that Jaylen Warren doesn't. But I mean, if anything, it's on the same level, if not. I mean, these dudes can't tackle Jaylen Warren. Whether he's delivering the blow to these guys or they're just draping off of them.
Because speed kills. And he's not just fast, he has great contact balance. So you're maxing out.
Not a shot at Najee, with all due respect.
But the thing is, like, you're trying to keep up with a player, right? So you're overexerting yourself. And then you hit him out of control because you're chasing him, right? It's really rare where you see a dude, like, line him up, right? It's like, oh, we got to get him. But because he's fast and compact with good contact balance, he's stopping. He changed direction. He's taking these hits, spinning out of contact. That's what makes him so good right now. And when you throw in the fact that he does have the ability to take it to the house, it's like, oh, you got real speed, but you really got power too. Like, you can't just run up on Jaylen and think it's sweet. Jaylen, he got that.
So yeah, what I'm saying is he's faster than Najee. I think he packs as much punch, if not more, than Najee, and is definitely more elusive than Najee. So what are we doing here?
Think about
offense feels less predictable when Warren's out there.
Balance, right? Najee and Jaylen. Najee has great contact balance as well in terms of staying up, but he's not advancing after he gets hit, right? It's like shot. And remember when me and TJ be like, he's a target.
He's got a better stiff arm.
Right, but it's like he's a target, though. It's like, yo, you can hit him flush at times. You've seen Najee get hit a lot more flush than we've seen close to Jaylen Warren getting hit like that.
Right.
And that also comes into that, you know? And it's like, that's why we lean a little bit more 30 over 22 is just weird because of one's a first rounder, one's an undrafted guy. If 30 was the first rounder, we're not even awkward. We don't even feel uncomfortable. It's not even weird. We're like, yo, it makes sense. Speed. Got it. This is a fast man's game.
Derrick Henry.
This dude's
He's
he's
big,
a
but
leaner
he's
Maurice
fast.
Jones-Drew is what's
Yeah.
going on here.
Low key, that's what he look like, bro. Yeah, but it's like you got to be able to go. The speed part is what really separates you at this level. And for Najee, she's just been struggling with that right now. Even with L. Bell didn't have the elite top end, but he was elite short area quickness. And that was how he survived out of it. Everybody has that part, but you got to have speed at this level, man.
I'm going to switch my third name here.
Oh, who you got?
I'm saying screw it. I'll have the name that I had written down as my honorable mention, replacing it.
All right, who you got, man?
KP8.
Okay, all right, let me hear it.
There I said KP8.
All right.
Hasn't been the prettiest, but when it's been crunch time, when our backs have been up against the wall as an offense, the dude has delivered. Would we like some more consistency out of him? Sure. Would I like some more help from the offensive coordinator for Kenny Pickett in this offense? That's definitely true. But
sure.
The two examples I'll bring up are, and I even said this one yesterday, Browns game Monday night, offense looked pretty anemic as a whole. We ended up winning the game, but remember leaving the stadium like, oh, man, thank God we won this. Defense bailed us out.
The whole negative yards before for something like
defense bailed us out. Offense needs a ton of work. That was in primetime, Monday Night Football. Everyone's watching.
Yeah.
People are thinking Kenny may not be the guy. I mean, as early as that, remember, you said you were hearing Mitch chants in the stadium.
There they were, yeah.
How you going to bounce back next week on the road? Raiders, Sunday Night Football. Everyone, again, watching. And he played his best game, I think, of his career. I think that says something. And also, Ravens game, final drive. And I'd argue, too, the drive we had to kick a field goal on when it was 10-5.
Yeah.
Allen Robinson probably should have caught that. Hit him right in the hands. But, I think he's showing me something. He's showing me something like these are the intangibles you're looking for in your QB1, your franchise quarterback. Now let's just get the rest of it together where you're doing this quarter one all the way through to quarter four. And we don't have to rely on these late game scenarios all the time.
For sure.
But, yeah, I mean, that impressed me. Like, he's got a lot of pressure on him. We were talking about this yesterday.
Yeah.
Coming after Big Ben, coming out of Pitt, going to the Steelers, first-round pick. Like, there's a lot of pressure. And
quarterback, bro.
And I don't think this dude blinks at all at any of it. I don't think it affects him. Again, he could be playing better. I don't think that pressure gets to him, though.
Yeah.
I don't. But he's a young player, so let it develop out. All those things you want, like I said, all those intangibles you want, he's showing me. So that's why I got him in this impressive category for the offense. The other guy I wanted to bring up, though, was Broderick Jones. Just after last week's game, I think he'd be our starting left tackle.
Okay. No, ain't nothing wrong with that, baby. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. Shoot. And the thing is, this is the thing, because I know people will go crazy like, man, how you talking Kenny? Man, get out of here.
Who else you going to put in here, though, too? That's
Well,
from like the offense as a whole?
No, I think specifically, though, when they say Kenny for you, you remember you say he was going to be top 3 quarterback in the NFL.
By the end of the season.
Right. So through 5 games, I'm sure they just kind of like, well, if that was where you had a preseason. But I get what you're saying, because those things, and I flirted with that concept as well for myself. It's like, man, I understand what you're going through. It's not easy. At the same time, the reason why I didn't is because I feel like people right now, when it's Kenny or Canada, are just looking for any type of.
But here's my point for that third player on the offensive side. Like, who else sticks out?
I got my guy. I got my 3.
Right.
And no, Kenny is not included. I got my 3.
So this guy, well, you said you thought about it, though. You thought about Kenny.
No. I'm going to tell you, I'm explaining how I did, right?
All right.
So Broderick was somebody that I thought about, obviously, right? Because of what he just did, but I'm like, a small sample size. Kenny, I'm looking like how you look, right? You had your expectation of him being a top 3 guy. I had my expectation of him just being a little bit further along. But as a whole, I'm like, he's still been fine. But when I'm thinking of impressive, I go ahead and drop my list real quick. Obviously, George Pickens was on it. Jaylen Warren was the other guy. I'm like, bro, Connor Heyward, what are we talking about? Connor's been cooking out here. And the thing that I love is this. Not only does he do it when he gets the ball as a receiver, watch him in the run game when he's blocking guys.
Watch Jaylen Warren having success and watch Connor going out there firing on backside DNs, backside LBs. It doesn't get talked about a lot, but I love that about his game, and it shows up week in and week out. That's the one for me where I'm like, yo, not only are we using you as the fullback, we use you as that pseudo extra tight end. And especially with Move being out right now, that was the one for me. I'm just like, I love his game. And then Allen Robinson's another guy. I'm like, Allen is consistently winning. Calvin, I like him. I'm just like, I need another play from Calvin right now.
Yeah.
I just haven't had that other play.
Right.
Because I'm like.
Just the Raiders play.
Yeah. But I'm like, I know you got it, but I just need another one. But I'm with you. Because after that, I'm like, I'm not going offensive line. I can't go Mason Cole after the game he just had.
Right.
Can't go say Malu. He's been up and down. James Daniels is hurt. Herbig, I thought he played well, but at the same time, I'm just like,
yeah, if you're not going to include Rogers,
I can't include Herbig. Yeah. And then Chooks, it's just been Chooks. Chooks is always Chooks me. He's like good player, not great, not terrible, just good. So that's why I was like, all right, I ain't going Naj. Yeah. So your dude, he's in the convo. He's definitely in the convo. But that was my
depends on how you want to spend it.
Yeah, absolutely. But that was the whole thing. I just feel like people look
I
at like
even
the expectations.
expected Kenny to be better too, but end of day, when the pressure has been on, back up against the wall, he showed me some things.
Yeah, because from a perspective of that is 100%, and that's the way that I looked at it. Is like, bro, you're just a young player that has the most challenging job in stadium. I don't care what nobody says about these other positions. Playing quarterback in the National Football League is the hardest thing to do. Yes, we could have more challenging things from a physicality standpoint, but there is nothing harder than being the quarterback of an NFL team, bro. So I'm like, you're doing that and you're young, and let's be real, you got we talked about yesterday. You got multiple things that aren't all going in your favor.
Right? Yeah. O-line not playing good.
Yeah.
Receivers not getting open consistently. Questionable things happening with the coordinator. So like that's all at play too.
Right. So when I think of all that, it's like, yeah, like that is valuable. That is a part of it. But it was just my expectation for him was still higher. So that's why I was like, anybody that I felt a higher expectation for, and Moof, another guy. Like my expectations for Moof were you were going to be a lot further. Now, granted, you've had the injury. We know the scheme. Kenny is multiple things at play. O-line, we get it. But it's like, bro, I had a higher expectation for you. So even if he wasn't hurt, I'm just like, I need more because I know what you're capable of.
Yeah,
and
I think we got to feature him more too.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. I know people keep bringing up, why aren't we featuring Darnell Washington? I think the topic of the question should be, why aren't we featuring in the middle of the field or just the tight end in general?
Yeah.
Because Muth for the first 4 games, he's been pretty irrelevant. And then Darnell Washington obviously started this one. But, yeah, why did anyone expect he was all of a sudden going to get 100 yards in this one?
Yeah, bro. It's craziness. Craziness. But yo, those are my 3, though, man. Like I said, man, GP, you hit it perfectly on the head. I wish my film session would not have been deleted, Deke. It would have went perfectly with what we were talking about, man. It was like, yo, see, told you, Pickett the Pickens, man. Because I was leaning on you. I kind of felt you was going to give me some Kenny. And that was also why I was leaning on it. I was like, yo, it's going to be perfect. We're going to both hit it. And we're going to be all right. No Earl Thomas and his brother for us. Okay? All good. Anywho, but shout out to Jaylen Warren, though, man. Love that pick right there, man. Obviously, I agree with you, man. Not just him with the ball in his hands. I love watching him when he's in protection. Watch him when he has to stay in block.
Yeah.
Bro, he is firing on dudes, man. It's not always perfect, but he is firing on dudes, man. And I just love that energy because not a lot of running backs, number one, want to do that. Number two, are they capable of doing it? And he shows the desire and the ability, man. So, like I said, definitely tip my cap to him on that. So, yeah, man. But in the comment section, it's on y'all now. Y'all drop y'all 3 most impressive players on the Steelers offense through these first 5 games.
Troy Mason Jr. says Darnell Washington with his blocking and selflessness.
Shout out.
And Pickens and Jaylen.
I can see that. Honestly, you 2 selfless dudes. Watch Darnell and watch Pickens when they got a block. I love their energy right now, bro. Darnell.
Pickens wasn't always like that last year either.
No, he wasn't. But Darnell tries to he putting dudes now. He doing what he's supposed to do. But watch, especially on Jaylen Warren. I know on the film session I did with Jaylen, some of the plays show up. But watching that 3rd and 4th quarter on some of these runs that are spitting, who's blocking on the perimeter On the jet sweep, who's blocking on the perimeter? On Jaylen Warren's where he run, burst outside like by the red zone. You're watching, bro. 14 is coming in there and firing on safeties, firing on linebackers. He had one play where he getting at it with Patrick Queen. I'm like, okay, like, and then he's flexing and getting hyped. Like you would have thought he just made a play like catching a football, and he literally just blocking somebody over there that nobody probably wouldn't even see if you didn't go back and watch it. Like, it's that stuff. Then I'm like, yo, that's contagious. If I'm a coordinator, I'm looking at it, I'm saying, bro, get him the ball. If you can do that without the ball, imagine if I feed you more. Like, what else you gonna do for me? If I'm a teammate, I'm like, bro, you get hyped like that just for me? I know what you are. You doing that for me? Oh, I got your back, baby. Don't you trip. It's contagious, man. That's real life energy. And then the flip side is on defense. We start seeing that. We like, hey, bro, number one, that's a dog over there. He putting dudes down. Same with Hines Ward. He putting dudes down. Juju Smith, he putting dudes down. I'm looking at Pickett. I'm like, oh, okay. So as a defender, you start respecting that even more so, man. But also, you want to hit harder. You like, bro, if he's dropping somebody, I got to catch me a body too out here. So it goes all around. And then you got your team, your special team. They like, bro, GP, I'm going to set you up, baby. Don't you trip. You need good field position. I got you. So, yeah, man. But I like his energy, man. Love what he's bringing, especially in that blocking stuff, man. But him and Darnell wanted to shout both of them out, man. In terms of just that selflessness, man, in that vein.
Yeah. That was Hines' claim to fame here, which is crazy because he's 1,000 reception guy.
Think about it,
10,000 receiving yards in his career. Hall of Famer, in my opinion, but that's literally what Pittsburgh fans love most about Hines Ward was his blocking and his physicality. Bro. So if Pickens can start doing that, I think he has the potential, obviously, to be a better receiver than Hines Ward long term if he could stick with it and whatnot, just because of the talent is crazy. You could literally be a legend here. Like, you could be considered better than AB if you keep doing stuff like that. But then also you get receiving numbers starting to look like AB.
Blocking. Like, AB was gonna fight you with the blocking, but he just physically, that's not him. He's too small for that. But yeah, Pickens, I'm like, bro, you're firing on. Like, he hit one cat square in the chest, and I know for a fact it hurt because I've seen it and I've been hit like that. I seen how my man flinched up on it, and that's why Pickens got him. Ooh, I'm like, yo. And it was probably like, the ball was probably like 5 yards past him and everything, but it was the big block at the point that like really helped him out. I'm just like, yo, I love his energy right now, man. I love what he's bringing.
Stony Baloney says Warren, GP, and Deontay.
Dude, hold on. Before we even get to Stony Baloney.
What?
Shout out to Bink the Batuzzi, all first instinct. He's a Georgia receiver, Hines Ward. Where did he go to college at? Georgia. Oh, I totally missed. Them boys is doggy dogs, bro. It's a Georgia thing. It's a Georgia thing, bro. I literally was looking at the huddle. I was like, yo, it's Broderick, Darnell, and GP.
Right.
Man, let's go.
Who's another Georgia receiver in the league right now? Should we trade for him?
Low-key, I'm trying to think.
I don't think there's any good ones like that.
I don't think so. They usually got defense. Defense running backs.
A.J. Green was
the
standard, but he's gone. He wasn't a blocker like that either, though.
They could run. Like I said, they got running backs, defense.
I can't think of another receiver right now.
Yeah, me either.
But okay, yeah, GP's next up.
Shout out to Hines, though, man. You know, got that dog in him. That was actually down there with my college coach, Mickey Matthews. Him, Champ, Bailey, all them cats, man. Shout out.
Deshaun Payne's got a mix of offense, defense. He just says all GP, KZ, and JPJ.
Okay. I like that.
KZ's been kind of non-existent, in my opinion. Was expecting a lot of picks from him this year.
He's in a different role. 3 safety or come here on passing situations. It highlights his strengths. Right now, he playing more, full time. Got to play that run a little bit. It's not per se his strength.
But you're saying we're missing Edmonds.
I've been said that just in the run element of it. Not from a passing standpoint, because KZ is fine passing-wise, coverage-wise. He's fine there. But that's the difference. So what we've tried to do is we'll sub Keanu Neal in at times for KZ, or we'll go to the 3 safety look at times. But that's part of it, yeah.
We got Mr. Malvo. I only wants to say 2. Says Warren, and Connor.
Okay.
Probably meant to say Pickens. It's got to be a typo.
Yeah.
Anyone that doesn't have Pickens in their top 3, I'm sorry, you don't know ball.
I'm about to say Pickens ain't impressed unless your expectation was this is what he's supposed to be doing.
Yeah, if you want to put that spin on it, I guess. Knight Rider 16, Pickens, Warren, and Heyward. Agrees with you.
Okay.
John
salute,
Easton
salute.
with me. KP8, GP, and Warren.
There it is. I like it.
Rashawn Jones, Warren Pickens, and AR2.
Okay.
Robinson.
I tell you, man, I like Allen Robinson, bro. He just doesn't. He's not gonna give you the splash because he's just like it's older. But he gonna route. He's routing and he's blocker too, bro. His blocking isn't as like sexy as Pickens because Pickens is like it's Pickens. It just look different. It's like way bigger, faster, explosive. It's like whoa. But Robinson, man, A-Rob, man, he do his like he is the pros pro. He's the Tim Duncan of the group. Obviously, he don't have like the accolades and all that, but it's like he's that version of that group. Like he gonna give you all that. Mm-hmm.
Here's a Georgia receiver that's in the league right now. Tito Good Vibe says McCool Hardman. Jets are trying to trade him too.
Trade him back to Kansas City, man. Get back to his guy.
I could see that happening.
And he'll cook back with his guy. You know that.
Wouldn't mind him coming to the Steelers just for that Georgia connection, just for that extra speed. But we'll be so busy in the receiver room then.
Would you like him over anybody that's in our receiving room right now?
Straight speed, it'd be between him and Calvin Austin. Obviously, Hardman's a little more proven. Actually, just for the fact you're bringing him in to, one, keep him off the Chiefs, but also for special teams.
Okay.
That's not a bad look.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind that.
Okay.
I wouldn't. Send him a fifth. We'll get Hardman in here.
That's what I'm saying, man. What's up, bro? What's up?
You'd want it then?
I'm down for it. Heck yeah.
Cole
Hardman's nice, bro. Like, he's fast. He's electric. I know he can score on offense, but at the same time, I'm with you on special teams. Like, that gives me something.
At least for special teams.
That gives me another element, bro.
But Gunner.
Honestly, I feel like
that's the 1-to-1 swap right there.
See, I look at it like this. I feel like he pushes Allen Robinson for snaps. I feel like he's a more polished receiver than Calvin Austin already. Calvin is just faster right now. So I feel like he would naturally play more just because of that.
Yeah.
It would just be Pickens and Deontay out there ahead of him. So I'm like, yeah.
6 yards right now for the Jets.
Offense, yeah.
Let's make that move. Keep him away from the other AFC teams. Because would the Bills be interested in him at all?
Not right now. Gabe Davis hot right now. Diggs hot.
Who's their third guy?
You got Khalil Shakur, the young cat. Then you still, let's see, you got both the tight ends up there, Knox and Kincaid. Kincaid in the protocol right now, too. Yeah. So it's like you got a multitude of pieces.
Keep Hardman away from the
Chiefs. You
Chiefs.
still got the, they a bunch of them.
And the Dolphins
cats,
might even try to get in on him just because they love speed.
Yeah.
They can't resist it, even though they already have.
Speed kills, man.
Yeah, even though they already have Waddle and Hill and those two blazing fast running backs. They might just try to bring in Hardman, too.
Speed kills.
Keep him away from those guys.
Yeah.
He could be a nice receiving asset for us. Take the top off of defense. And like you said, compete with Calvin Austin.
Yeah.
Compete with Allen Robinson. But also can play special teams. I think it's a good move.
The more you can do, man. The more you can do.
Pro Bowl, yeah.
How much do we cost?
He made a Pro Bowl for being a return man. Oh, yeah. What did the Jets pay?
I don't know what they paid him.
It can't be more than $5 million, right?
Yeah, we should ask that first. How much you getting paid? If it's something stupid, leave him alone. I don't want him.
It doesn't look like it. No, it's a 1-year deal. It's peanuts. It's 1 for 4.
Oh, yeah, I like that. I'm interested. And it's prorated because it's already in season.
Let's do that.
Yeah, I
I'm
like that.
on.
I would definitely like that.
I think that's a good play.
Yeah, because he definitely helps. And he fits what we be trying to do in terms of bringing speed here, because that's going to open things up a little bit more for this running game. And it's another weapon potentially for your guy, Kenny. But more importantly, we got some on teams as well, man.
Yeah, I'm all for that.
No.
Any others?
I did not know he was available like that. I like him.
Oh, yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, Jets are looking to trade him.
Okay.
They're not using him. Like I said, only 6 yards for the season right now.
You know, I don't know what their plan was preseason versus, regular season. Who knows? It's the Jets.
So who's their main guys? They got Wilson. They got Lazard.
Mm-hmm. Randall Cobb.
Is Cobb getting PT like that? I mean, I see him out there once in a while, but don't they have another receiver?
I feel like they should. Or they got a tight end. I thought they got a big tight end, don't they?
Uzama.
Yeah, but they got that.
He ain't that good. But he's their number one tight end right now. in terms of third receiver, wouldn't you think Hardman over Cobb at this stage in the game?
Well, Cobb.
There's got to be a guy missing.
Cobb is Rodgers' boy though, so I don't know.
There's got to be a guy missing. Hold on, give me a sec. This is a disaster Google search by me. This could have been done so much easier.
Why you ain't just go ESPN roster?
I'm on Pro Football Reference. I have no clue
Jets
why.
Depth chart, and the ESPN is going to naturally pull up first. Yeah.
Okay, we're good. We're good though. Yeah, this was a terrible attempt right here. Yeah,
Bro,
Garrett Wilson.
The hardest way to find this information.
No,
bro.
we're right. It's Garrett Wilson, Lazard, Cobb, Hardman, Xavier Gibson, Ty Conklin. I'm sorry, they got Ty Conklin
That's
and
the tight end,
Uzoma.
Yeah,
So you're right. They're doing like
'cause they
kind of
doing like how
double
we
tight
do
end
up
stuff.
at, it's the Buffalo. Yeah.
Cobb's only got 20 yards himself.
I was seeing the tight ends. That's what I remember. But it's also they haven't had their quarterback since the first 4 plays of the season. So, yeah. What's Garrett Wilson's number? I think he's down this year.
279.
See? Yeah, I think he's down this year, man. Yeah.
Of course, right? Yeah, no Aaron Rodgers. I want to see how much Hardman's playing. Oh yeah,
yeah.
it's nothing. It's nothing. It's 0% the
Oh.
first game. He might have been hurt though. 30% of the snaps in week 2, 3% in week 3, 10% week 4, inactive week 5.
See, when they start hitting them inactives, that's when it's like, oh, all right, wait a minute.
Omar, get on the line.
I
Bring
ain't
in
tripping
another
on
Georgia
that.
receiver.
I like that. That's right in the price range too.
Oh yeah, that's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
No, that was what I had, man, in terms of the impressive cats, man. I didn't want no negative energy out here. So I was like, we're not gonna talk who's been a disappointment or who needs to give
Unimpressive.
us more. Yeah, I was like, we're not doing that. I was like, I'm sure it's plenty of people that are gonna have the negative out there. We don't do that over here. We try not to, at least, man. So yeah, that's why I left it as it's positives. All right, we're gonna have 3 positive offense. We'll get you on defense, and we smooth. Then we smooth. All right.
Read these supers, see where we
Yeah.
sit at, probably like 6:15 or so
Yeah.
after we get through these. Christian Kosmak, Whipple for OC, try out Paris Ford, and trade for Izzy. That's a Pitt guy right here.
That's definitely the Pitt dude. When he said Paris 4, oh, all right.
That's the trifecta. We don't need to try out Paris Ford. Whipple for OC, obviously not opposed. And
Trade for
yes,
DeMar.
trade for Izzy.
Trade
No,
for
I'm
DeMar.
good.
Trade
We're
for
good.
DeMar. We need Pitt. Come on, man.
No, we're good.
Trade for DeMar, bro.
Why are you trying to get rid of him?
I'm not trying to get rid of him. He dope for us. I'm just saying, like, if we're going to get a Pitt player, it's like, yo, why not get the Pitt player? That's all.
Yeah, he can stay up there. That's fine. Good story for Buffalo
Hey,
and
man,
everything, right?
He's like our rabbit's foot.
Trade for Izzy, yes. I have been calling for that since training camp, I think. So whatever way we can make that happen.
Yeah, that is your guy, man. That
Go
is your
2
guy.
for 1, McCool Hardman and Izzy.
Yeah.
Give up Najee and a 4th rounder.
Oh, yeah, because he is still there. You're right.
He's inactive. They're not using him at all. They're not.
He hasn't dressed not once?
I don't know. Let me check.
Because I'm like, yo, put him on teams at least, right?
I don't think he hasn't been getting any carries. I know that.
Because I'm like, at least let him play on special teams.
He has no stats. Like if you go to, I've been checking this week to week.
What?
I'm trying to keep tabs on this, and they are not using him at all. Another terrible Google search by me. I'm sorry.
Bro, yeah, your Google search today has been real JV, bro.
Watch this though. Look, no stats are popping up for him.
Oh, wow.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
You don't even have no usage, so he's been inactive. Yeah.
You can't even go to game logs
That's what I'm
for him.
saying. Yeah, he hasn't had a helmet. But he's on the active 53, though, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, so they just probably make him inactive. You're right.
Yeah, that's what that means, yeah. He young. It'd be like that. So, yeah, if you ain't going to use him, man, it don't hurt.
Bro. Give up 5th and a Najee for
See, before
The
I thought, I
Banacanda
can't give away the Najee. We don't even know what it is
and
yet.
Hardman.
We ain't seen it in the league just yet, though.
This is one of my calls I'm locking down. Like no doubt about it. Get this dude carries, he's gonna be a stud.
You sure?
Yeah.
I would like to keep him and Najee together just in case it don't work out. I at least still had Najee.
Sure. I'm just saying to sweeten the pot.
You trying to
Whatever it's gonna take.
for the rookie. I'm like, I didn't see at least Najee. We know what Najee done. It ain't sexy, but Najee done that.
Could a 4th and a 6 get it done? 4th and a 6 for Hardman and Izzy?
Because if you want Hardman and Izzy, yeah.
Just for Izzy, though,
You get him
give
for
him,
a
give him a
7.
6.
I'm about to say 6 or a 7.
They draft him in the 5th.
Give him a
You're
conditional.
not even using him.
I give you a conditional 7. Yeah.
Conditional 7th. If he
Yeah.
balls out for us, we'll bump it up to a
Right.
5th or a 6th.
Yeah.
Easy. Arkell Turner, Quan and E-Rob have Waffle House at 2 a.m. energy.
Swear. They crazy, bro. And I love it. You ever been to Waffle House at 2 a.m., Deke?
No.
I don't recommend it.
I do like Waffle House.
Yeah,
though.
go during daytime hours. Not 2 a.m., not 3 a.m., not 4 a.m. Any of them a.m.s before like 6. Stay away from Waffle House, man. Stay away from it. Yeah, but Waffle House is fire. It's definitely fire. But yeah. Yeah. Yep. When you said 2 a.m. at Waffle House, I know exactly what you're talking about, bro. It get kind of crazy out there, Deke. Be careful. Mm-hmm.
Remix says, no Izzy. This is not Pit U.
X Concept says Izzy is the next Benny Snell.
Is that a good or bad thing?
I'm asking you how you view Benny Snell.
Izzy's going to be better than him.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a low comparison there.
Right. What I mean, Benny has been in the league, what, 4 years?
If he meant by it, if we brought in Izzy, he could be a reliable backup for us.
A reliable backup. He's a special teamer, core special
But
team
I think
guy.
he has way more upside.
Okay.
He's just got to get the carries. He needs to get the respect.
I mean, Benny Snell was hot coming out of Kentucky, though. Like,
I know. He looked like a Steeler running back.
yeah, bruh.
He really did.
Benny Snell
How he was
football, that
plowing
was like
over
a
people.
thing, man. Mm-hmm.
AJ Martinez, much love and respect to all. Blessings to you all and your families. Master and the Diggler, #1 podcast in the land.
Nah, salute you, man. Salute you. Let's go.
Michael Brooks.
Hey, hold on. Big the Batuzzi says early morning Waffle House has its own stage music. Yeah, man, they get real gangsta in there, bro. You better be careful, man. Just be careful. Keep your head on the swivel, Deke. You don't want get your food to go. Don't be sitting there. Get your food to go, bro. All right, Waffle House, bro. Yeah, that ain't what you want. It's gonna taste good. That's the problem, Deke. Waffle House is like Popeyes. And we said Chick-fil-A, that's like aha. You feel me? It's like, yo, that's the nice spot you want to go to. They go, my pleasure, you all the good stuff. Over here, man, they might punch you on your eye. You ask for extra sauce. You feel me? You better be careful over there. That's all right. IHOP, Waffle House, Popeyes, Chick-fil-A. Wait till you hear about Church's chicken. It gets even crazy. All right.
We got Michael Brooks saying Keanu, Cam, and Big O. Bruh.
Ooh, I like that. No. I like them a lot.
He's saying when the D-line gets healthy, that's what
Yeah.
the offenses will be looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan McPherson, KP8, he's got a shoulder shrug. Like, yeah, might as well put him in as one of the players on offense he's impressed with. Also has GP and then Jaylen Warren.
I like it. So I feel like everybody should have them same 2 at least.
Yeah. That's what it looked like. DJ Malesio, not impressed with JPJ. He's put in winning positions.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that. And I could definitely understand that. Not wrong with that at all, man. I like the fact that he's winning in those winning positions. So, yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Yeah. Some people want to see individuals where they don't have the variables slanted for them or in a setting where it's conducive for them to be successful. That is a strong stance. And you're right. When they put JPJ out there, the majority of the time, outside of last game, the majority of the time, it has been small sample size. We're going to protect you here. Don't get beat this way. Be super aggressive on this. And he has executed all those things. But yeah, part of the questions that even I had myself was when you have to play coverage, tight red zone, middle of the field, those are areas where we haven't traditionally seen him this season. So you haven't really been able to see him be protected there. I wanted to see what that looked like in this past game. He was just fine playing regular coverage with no protection. It wasn't like they bastardized it or said, hey, man, we're only going to call zone concepts when you're out there. They called blitzes. They called everything while he was in there and executed to a high level, man. So I do get what you're saying. And obviously through more game stuff like that, we'll get more information on him. But not everything has been set up exclusively for him to be successful. But prime example of where that is different, Broderick Jones. They didn't set Broderick up for success. I mean, you can make the case of which week it was, but Dan Moore was hurt. So you really don't have a choice. He was going to be out there. And it wasn't like they kept a tight end over there every single play or had the running back chipping over there every single play. They said, Broderick, we're going to help you with certain things, but as a whole, you got to be good. And he was. So, yeah, understood, man. Salute you, baby.
Michael Brooks, sorry, Deke. KP has been bad. Footwork and missing reads. CA should have had 2 touchdowns last game. They run blitz. Najee. They not scared of Kenny. Look better second half against Ravens. I pray you get better.
Nah, he will. He will. And that's all young people stuff, man. When we talk footwork, when we talk reads, that's just consistency with your technique, with your mechanics, and with your processing of information. No player is doing that perfectly every single time. Don't matter who it is. But the great ones, they're doing it, 90% of the time. Trying to get as close as you can to that 100%. And you said nobody is a perfect player. Every player is going to have some type of flaw, some type of negative about them. But for Kenny as a young player, he'll learn. He'll get more consistent. But that's also the part where we say the time matters. You can't expect him to do things that 10-year veterans are doing at his 17th game. Like, because now you discredit him with the 10-year vet done. If that's the case, then everybody would make 10 years. If that's the case, everybody would make 5 years. But we talk about the league average being 2.5 years. It's 2.5 years for a reason. This game is very, very challenging, man, for everybody, whether you're the first rounder or the undrafted dude, man. So, yeah, for Kenny, man, he's progressing. He'll get it. But it does take time. Just hoping that he gets enough time.
The defenses will be scared after seeing that game-winning touchdown pass.
Yeah, let's go, man. Let's go.
Michael Brooks, he reads the field better and start pulling the trigger on open throws. We will be a problem.
Mm-hmm. I think he had one more right after that, too.
It's a continuation. Yeah. And footwork. Stop getting yourself sacked.
Yeah. It was funny, man. Obviously, he got hurt in Houston doing the spin out. And he flirted with it again this game, bro. But he caught himself midway through and bounced out. I'm like, you know what? That's growth. That's you learning from your own mistakes. That's you learning from.
It's just weird because he was doing that a lot early last year, then stopped doing it altogether after the bye. And now he's back to it a little bit. Doing it. But I don't think our line is as good as it was second half of the season too. And the offense as a whole just isn't as buttoned up as what it was whenever we were going on that run.
Because I'm just like, yo, you don't, in both scenarios, I'm like, yo, you don't really got to leave this pocket right now, man. You're good. But that's reps. You can't get comfortable with the feeling if you don't have enough of those feelings. And just because he played in 17 games, I know people, 17 games, Moats, that's enough for him to get a feeling. Honestly, I don't want to sound like it, but that is not a lot of experience. Like, this is the National Football League for a reason, man. Like, it's very, very tough. Very, very tough, man. So for Kenny, it's like, man, it's going to take time at that position. The beauty is we're winning while that time is happening. Most teams, when you're drafting quarterbacks in the first round, you're terrible. You suck. You don't win anything. That's actually not our case. We are winning games. We are staying relevant and all this other stuff. But we are trying to, buy time while the young quarterback gets developed. Because once that happens, and if it does get to what we hope it can get to, well, now you got a problem. Now you got the squad. But you got to get that piece up to speed, man.
Top it off with the toughness and the clutchness that he showed too. Yeah. Like that type of stuff matters. But then, if you could put it all together and be the consistent, elite type of quarterback throughout, it's going to be dangerous. Michael Brooks, and I just read that in the footwork, second part of what he was saying. Prime time, baby. First off, I love the show. Second, I hate Kenny just as much as these clowns hate Canada. It's more of Kenny, less of Canada. KP8 trash. Sorry.
He came in from the top rope. I wasn't ready.
He did.
Instead of with all due respect, he was like, yo, first off, I love the show. That was the setup. Whenever it's a heavy compliment on the front end, we should have known he was finna gut. There you go. Somebody was going to get got.
Yeah.
We should have known someone was going to get got. First off, I love the show. If you love the show, you never had to say it. See? They would just be like, it's all good. Da-da-da-da. I like your energy. I like your style.
Might say this is a receipt.
There you go. There you go. I mean, you know how I feel about it. I'm not saying it's one or exclusively on the other. I always slightly lean more player because we're the ones who can actually control the outcome in terms of going out there and making the plays or not making the plays. But yeah, I can't say it's solo or one versus the other, man. But yeah, that was funny.
Richard Hunt, when was the last time we blew someone out?
Mm-hmm.
We can't keep living on the edge and expecting to win all the close games. Hashtag 7 for OC.
You say that, but my rebuttal is, why can't you? We've already proven that you can win games. In fact, we call it the steal way. We say, if you're watching a Steelers game and you didn't have a heart attack, did you really watch the game? That don't matter if we was scoring 30 or when we win these games 17-13. They always nail biters in some form of fashion, baby. You know that's Steeler football. When have you watched Steeler games and not been like, even in the Killer Bee era, let's not act like we won't win it 30s up. No, it was shootouts because we were slanted the other way. Right now, we're slanted defense. We're not going to allow you to score 30. Back then, it was slanted offense. We're going to try to outscore you. Both got pros and cons to it. So, yeah, man, you know how I go, man. That's where you got to start researching a little bit, man. If you research it, it'll cool you off a little bit. You won't feel as, but that's a part of this thing, baby. That's a part of it, man.
Yeah, I don't know if we're cursed or if it's just like written in stone or
Think about it, bro.
something, because
Think about it.
the game that we should have done that was the Raiders Sunday night one.
Okay.
We had it locked up
Okay.
third quarter. Was it 3 scores?
Bro,
we were
it
up.
should have been. It's the Steeler
We were up
way.
23-7.
It's
What is
the
that?
Steeler way, bro.
It's 16, so
Yeah.
technically 2 scores.
Steeler way,
But,
man. We're gonna
Yeah,
find
we
a
had
way
that
for
all
it to be
locked up.
It's gonna find a way to be a nail biter. Just find a way to win it. As long as you win it, I don't care about the style points. I don't care about that. I just win it.
We got A2A style. Deke has to realize that Pitt is in the ACC and not the Power 5 that others are.
Oh.
Only Clemson was good for a long time, so it looked like Pitt was very
Wait a
good against
minute,
other
bro.
ACC teams.
Yo, why you
ACC's on the uptick right now.
How about the South ACC picked up some fire people?
Well, Louisville, like I said, they're ranked
Yeah.
like 14 or 15. I think Duke's ranked now.
Mhm.
UNC's ranked with Drake May.
Florida State.
Yeah, Florida, aren't they in the
Mhm.
top 5?
Yeah.
Did they lose yet? Or they still undefeated?
because they were the ones who blew out was it Clemson?
They almost lost to Boston College. I remember watching that game.
Well, that's because Lil Tomlin was out there cooking. He caught that pass across the
He
middle, had the
did
little
have a
big
decent
up.
catch.
Yeah.
They probably have like 5 or 6 ranked teams right now.
Mhm.
ACC's on the uptick, but Pitt was good, man. Up until this year.
Yeah.
These last 2 years, averaging 10 wins a season, winning ACC championships.
Philip Hopkins said that Raiders game was a blowout until the phantom flag on Minka. Remember on the
That was
TI?
terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I remember
Mhm.
that. The refs were trying to get them back
Yeah.
in that one. What'd you say? It was the Buffalo Wild Wings button or the Buffalo
It's
Wild
one of
Wings
them
call?
ones, right? Yeah. Man, just make it closer. Send it overtime real quick. You're like, hold on, bro. We were supposed to? How this game get like this all of a sudden, man? It's real.
Here's the problem with that take, the A2A style take. It doesn't matter what conference Pitt's in. They put out good pro players. We traditionally put out really good pro players historically. Hall of Fame type of players, but
Mhm.
also dudes that just contribute
Just
and
play,
can
yeah.
play in the league. Like Vontae
Mhm.
Maddox over with the Eagles.
Yeah.
You got James Conner,
Dude, Avonte
Dion
been doing his
Lewis.
thing too, bro. Shout out to Avonte, man.
Yeah, there's many good Pitt guys in the league. And Bartholomew's going to be the next one. He's going to be, I think, a really solid tight end.
Shout out.
Michael Brooks. Can't blow him out if the QB won't pull the trigger.
I mean, yes, but also you can't get blown out either because you're not going to have a ton of turnovers. There's pros and cons to both of them. Remember that, baby. You know that.
Michael Brooks.
Mhm.
Moats, why did y'all struggle with the stretch run?
Why do we struggle with the stretch run? Stretch run, think about it like this. Stretch run is very similar to a zone concept run. So everybody has to be right. End, D tackle, front side linebacker, backside D tackle, backside linebacker, backside end. If one person is out of a gap on a stretch run, a good back's gonna put a foot in the ground, he's downhill, and it's gonna spit. And that's the reality of them type of runs. So yeah, if you're not consistent against it with your fits, oh absolutely, man, you will get gashed. So yeah, that's usually why I be like that, man.
We got Primetime Baby. This y'all favorite homie, Big Noriega. Primetime Baby. He changed his name to
changed his
Primetime
name?
Baby.
Let's go. Shout out to Primetime Baby. Shout out.
People are talking about me with a Najee switch up. I mean,
son. All right.
he was talking positively
He
about Kenny
was.
going in. He was like,
he was
I
a
don't have
Kenny
anything
guy.
bad to say.
He did say that. Well, I guess it's 5 games. He's seen enough. He's seen enough. Shout out to yo. The fact that he switched the name with his that's fire. That's fire. I like his style. Let's go.
So Duke, just doing some clarification
All
research here. Duke, Louisville, UNC, and Florida State all ranked ACC right now. UNC's ranked pretty high too.
Yeah, what, Duke 17?
Duke 17, that's the lowest. Miami at 25. Well, they could be ranked better if they just would have taken a knee. That's 5 teams.
Do you classify Notre Dame ACC or how do you
No.
view them?
No, they're independent for
All right.
football. No.
Oh, shoot, you're right. Yeah, good call.
They are 21 though.
So I mean,
Pitt plays them in a couple weeks.
upset.
James Madison getting 7 votes for the top
I
25.
said, man.
Wyoming 42. Let's
Shout
go
out to
UW wasn't
Wyoming,
lying.
man. Shout out to Let's Go UW. Yeah, man. Every time I see us, I'm
Oh,
like,
my
can we get
God.
some votes? There's some votes coming in.
West Virginia with 26 votes. My
West
God.
Virginia.
My God.
Yeah, but see, we just a little school, just round the way, just trying to make some noise. We
That
just trying to see
pisses
what
me
it's like
off.
at this level. That's
This
it.
college football season was the exact opposite of what I expected. The exact opposite.
Take it one game. Cause you
Remember
came
all the
off
West
top
Virginia
rope, bro.
predictions?
You be
Remember?
coming, y'all come off the top rope though, man.
We had a tight end playing quarterback.
He wasn't a tight end playing quarterback when you was talking about it back then though. You was like, bro, do you know what Phil Jakovich is and where he's been and what type of recruit he is and he's finna come back? And I'm telling you, man, this guy got like that Kenny on him, man, the same way. Da 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 da.
I don't know about
You
that.
did say that. You was like the same way you had that. That's gonna be like this. I was like,
I think I was a little bit more
Okay.
cautiously optimistic
Okay.
about him.
and then,
Use a
and
word.
then- and
Use
then-
one of your words.
No, don't put your caution. You have zero caution about you, man. Zero caution.
Keaton Slovis, I'll admit, I thought he was going to be the guy
And
for us.
then
But
when TG,
after that failure,
and then remember when you and TG were talking about both of y'all quarterbacks prior to the season. Both of y'all was going off for it.
I thought he'd at least show up for West Virginia.
I'm just like, yo, you had me thinking your dude was nice, bruh.
Out of all the bad games and performances he's had
I thought
thus
he
far
was
this
nice,
season,
nice.
I thought he'd at least do better against West Virginia. And that better would have gotten us out of the stadium with a win, I think.
It would have.
And what that better involves is just don't turn the ball over.
Oh.
Literally, don't turn the ball over. I think we win that game like 9-6.
Remember what Coach Tom would say when
My
it was
God.
duck and he says, "Don't kill us," or he didn't kill us. Sometimes, bro, it's not about.
Killed us.
Sometimes it's not about throwing 300 yards and for a touchdown. Sometimes it's just don't turn this ball over, and we will get out this stadium. And I know that's a concept that not a lot of people like because you really gotta had a pulse for that because you're gonna be in some tight 1-score games. But that's what you hear the mantra: don't blink, cut your eyelids off. Right? That's what we talk about. You gotta have a stomach for them type of games. Don't let you, when it's getting a little uncomfortable, you can't get all out of whack. All right, sick it. We don't want to win no more. Bump it. We ain't scored 30. We ain't play y'all. We don't care. Yeah, I'm done. Can we take for Trevor? Take for Caleb? Take for Shador? Take for all these other guys? It's like, nah, bro. It's gonna be tight. That's cool. We like it like that though. Get comfortable in the uncomfortable, baby.
We got Sean McCartney. We
Mhm.
defend DJ and Najee through their rookie contracts, pay $18 million to DJ, but also saying he's developing.
Mhm.
Lead the league in drops with Ben. Why not we giving Kenny the chance to develop?
We should be. I think the difference is just the expectations people had on Deontay versus what they have on Kenny. Nobody
And
has
quarterback's such an important position.
but no one has ever looked at Deontay and talked about him as, oh yeah, this guy is gonna be Antonio Brown. We ain't even act like that or even lie to ourselves and flirt like that. But with Kenny, that's been the difference. We acted as if this is 7 just reincarnated coming out of Pitt, and we put him in 8. And was like, all right, cool. Now go do what that did. Yeah, day 1. And we're like, that ain't real. But that's partly why he hasn't gotten the grace to the extent that Deontay has gotten. Deontay, though, his criticism really came when he got the 18 mil. Because now it was this big shift in expectations for him. Prior to that, we weren't tripping on Deontay. Nobody was.
But when they start hearing them numbers come out about the money, even me and you looked at it like, bro, what? And then Hunter Renfrow got 14, 15 million. Like, well, dang, I guess he has a point, but that just seems crazy. And it shifted how we viewed him because of the expectation. So for Kenny, he doesn't get the 18 mil. Well, he was a first round quarterback. I don't know if he got 18. He got good, though.
He's probably getting like 4 or 5.
Yeah, he probably getting no, like total contract probably like 15, 20 though.
I
don't know.
Yeah, maybe more than maybe like 20.
Yeah.
I'd say 20. That's
So-
my guess. 18, 19.
Yeah, so that's the thing. It's just like when those expectations are put on you and you're replacing the Hall of Famer at quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers, it's not always fair. And when you talk about this being a passing league, when the masses, right? You always hear Coach Thomas say, we're not keeping up with the Joneses. The Joneses are the masses. The majority of the league is trying to do what? Score 30 points per game, right? So that's why the majority of the people in the chat, that's what y'all are conditioned to seek. Most of the media people, that's all they're conditioned for, right? But then you look and it's like, well, no, you actually can win with defense. You actually can have success this way. It's just different. But you got to be comfortable in that difference, man. And I mean, we got that guy right now.
We just need to make sure
Yeah.
our defense plays better on a
Right.
consistent basis. The
Even-
secondary gets
and-
better,
and
and then the
even
offense
with
plays
that,
better. Like
and-
that's what we need.
And even
for that
with
formula.
that, even with that, the end result is winning the games. And they've clearly still been doing that. So that's the part where it's like no style points or anything like that, but we're still getting it done. So that's why when I look at Kenny, it's like, man, he should get grace. He should get patience. But we know outside of the organization, everybody else is very impatient as it pertains to quarterbacks, as it pertains to not scoring 30 points in this league, which is why that's all everybody has heard. Even though we're 3-2 on top of the division, 10-4 over the past 14 games, 7-2 down the stretch. But because we haven't averaged 30 points per game, or as you say, the offense doesn't look a certain way, those are the main focal points where it's like, okay, cool, we're winning. Our style is not their style. This isn't that type of team. We're not trying to be either, though. And when you look at why they operate, how they operate, and the messaging that you constantly hear coming from them, it makes sense. But that is very different than what the majority of the league is doing. And that's the part where we're like, all right, is this really going to work? Is this really sustainable? Yes, you're winning this level, but is that going to be able to get those guys? And that's the question.
Bottom line, it just got to get
Yeah.
at least better.
But
Because
can you beat those guys with this model? That's what we're going to figure out.
I personally think we could have gave the Chiefs or the Bengals, whoever it was, a run for their money in the playoffs with the way we were playing. I personally believe
So
that.
to me, that's the only difference. Now, you have a very small margin for error, which we know. But if you're playing the way that we're capable of playing, we've shown that we can sustain that small margin of error because we don't make a ton of mistakes. We're well coached. That's what that starts with. But that's why we come into these stadiums with that mindset. Everybody's not going to have that mindset, though. Now everybody's going to walk in there saying, bro, I don't make mistakes. If you got me 100 calls, bro, I better be I'm lights out on 99 of them. If I miss one, bro, I had a bad day. Like, that's the mindset that we walk in the stadiums with. Everybody ain't coming in stadiums like that. Bro, I was in Buffalo. You think we came in the stadiums in Buffalo talking about, bro, you perfect today, bro. You ain't messing up. Absolutely not. Absolutely not, man. It was like, bro, we figured that out, man. We ain't tripping. It'd be a mistake. You'd be like, yo, what happened? I don't know. Coach, you got that? Hey, hold on, man. Here, we like, bro, I know my mistake before I even come to the sideline, man. And that's, how it works. We get there, though. We get there.
Yeah, that's the thing. If we
We
could
getting
just
there.
at least
Yeah.
get back to that, where the defense
Right.
plays better and looks more like the 2022 defense,
Mhm.
and same thing with the offense. The offense gets better, at least looks like the 2022 offense. I think we can compete with these teams with that formula. Like you said, it's not
Yeah.
pretty or anything, but we had our identity. We
Like I said, it's
we
not a
knew
pretty style of
yeah
game,
yeah
though.
we
It's not
we
pretty.
knew this is what it took to win games and whatnot. It's just this year it feels like we're way more
Yeah.
all over the place because the defense is giving up chunk plays, the offense is barely
Absolutely, 'cause
passing the
we're
50
still
throughout the
feeling-
game.
We're still getting it fine-tuned
Yeah,
for
so
this version.
If they can at least get back to
Yeah.
what it was end of 22, have that type of momentum, have that type of
Yeah.
confidence, belief in themselves,
Mm-hmm.
I think we can compete with any of these teams. We can.
And the beautiful part is you got the main thing with, remember we talked, I think it was TGB talk, right? Start fast versus finish strong. It's like you still at least have the most important part. Finish strong. I would much rather, if early on, I need something that can finish. We can build the beginning part. We can get that part, but I need to know you got that in you, because we can lose for certain here. For certain, we could lose here. I still got time to come back on your mistakes in these first half. I got time. We've seen that, right? We've seen it. You talked about yourself. Man, offense looks terrible in the first half. Defense give exposed play in the first half. You still got time. Second half, bro, you make the mistakes in that second half. That's how it turns to the Texans game, right? You can't do that. But then when we don't make the mistakes, that's Cleveland, that's Baltimore, that's Vegas.
And luckily we are 3-2 with all these mistakes happening. That's the thing.
Okay.
Now we got this bye. Like I said, yeah, I think 12-5 is definitely in play. With how messed up this AFC is right now.
Bro, the AFC is crazy right now. AFC is crazy.
D. Jacob Alessio, blessings, Deke and fam, Moats and fam. This is fam
man.
here.
Let's go. Blessings to you as well, man.
We also got 828 style. ACC is pretty good now, but the past few years, no. I'm in the ACC area, and that's all I watch. I'm talking before this year. Not many good teams before now. ACC is hoops.
And that's how
I agree with you. When Pitt was good these last 2 years, the ACC was a little bit more down. Clemson was down whenever we beat them with DJ and ended up winning the ACC championship. I'm with you on that, but
still,
I don't know if it's the best claim to make for whether or not a particular college program makes good pros, is what I was saying. Because like no matter what conference or division Pitt has been in, they have put out good pro players.
Yeah, I didn't think he was coming at you.
Well, that's what he said. It's like the ACC is a little bit weak here. Like Abanikanda isn't like that.
I was thinking of like the ACC, like the conference as a whole, like how we view SEC as like, yeah, they just the best conference in college football. Like I thought he was just saying like that. Okay, they're not.
I think that's what he's saying. A couple like these Pitt players that have come out over the last couple of years, they haven't had to go up against peak college competition like that. So
that's
they might not be good pros.
All right. I don't really agree with it all the way.
I'm not disagreeing that the ACC was down the last 2 years, but I don't think that's an indicator for pro players.
Yeah.
I think Pitt took advantage of the ACC being down. Like I said, averaged 10 wins in those 2 years, won an ACC championship. That was literally the best Pitt football season we've had since Dan Marino.
This is facts.
Yeah.
This is facts, man. All right.
The Jacob Alessio, ever since the 50s, we've been a defensive team. Why are fans surprised when our defense wins and keeps us in games? I say beat them any way we can.
I'm with you, Jacob. Hey, man, salute you, baby. Let's ride, man. One time. But, yeah, man, I'm with you. That definitely is what they preach. If you have been privileged to be in that building, that's what we live, breathe. That's our culture. That's how we want to do it. If Coach Thomas here, that is definitely how he wants to do it. Defense. Like I said, it ain't pretty. And sometimes you really going to have to stomach it, and you're going to be like, oh, my God, how do we get out of there? That's the approach, man. I mean, because obviously everybody wants to Patrick Mahomes, and God, we just throw it every time and we good. But we know this is a very, very challenging thing to do, and that's why it's not a lot of them dudes out there, which is why they get paid what they get paid. So until you for certain have that, you figure out everything else you could do in the meantime, which we've been doing.
That's it.
I like it then, man. I like it. So perfect, man. We're going to definitely open up these phone lines because I do want to open up the phone lines today, Deke.
Sure.
Am I forgetting something? I feel like I'm forgetting something. What am I forgetting? Let me check. Oh, we had around the league. All right. What you got around the league? You got around the league?
Not really. The little cover that we got for it says or explains what I was going to bring up. That's Kirk Cousins. Should the Vikings trade Kirk Cousins?
Well, you know what? Let's get. You want to get that, and then we have phone lines. How you want to do it?
Yeah, I'm just interested in your perspective.
Let's do it then,
Kirk
man.
Cousins expert.
First off, okay? First off, Kirk's my man, all right? I don't know him personally, but I like his game. I'm a Kirk fan. Kirk, they got it out the mud. Kirk is every mid to late round draft picks hero. Him, Brady, AB, they all in them combos, man. All right? Shout out.
Vikings Kirk Cousins says, trade talk not worth my time.
I agree 100%. You know why? He controls his destination when he's a free agent. He controls the contract.
He has a no trade clause
Exactly.
too. Wow.
And that was when he did the fully guaranteed deal. That was also a part of it. Kirk is no dummy. Kirk knows, bro, I control everything. Don't waste my time with a trade talk. If you wanted to trade me, we could have done that in this offseason, bro. You're not going to trade me mid-season. And now I'm going to be judged terribly because I'm going into a new system, new pieces. And, of course, I'm going to have some ups.
He might want to go to a
winning
winning team, though, if the Vikings keep losing.
But winning team is only a winning team until you got to go there. And now we're looking at Kirk and saying, you're the face of this offense. You're the quarterback. Go lead. Bro, you setting him up, man.
I feel like he wants that, though.
I don't think he.
As a competitor?
In the offseason is different. We're talking about he's about to get a chance to get paid again this offseason, bro. This offseason. You think you want to start your season with Minnesota and now I'm going to jump ship to another team to be on a competitor?
He was saying on that Netflix doc,
Bro.
all he wants is a Super Bowl.
Yes, but you want to do it with your team. You're the leader. You imagine if you're the leader, bro. You led this team all offseason, all through these first couple of games. And now you're like, hey, yeah, go ahead and ship me over here. Let me go try to – I'm going to lead these dudes over here. Like,
But he doesn't have to ask for it. But if the Vikings come and say, hey, listen, like what team would be
What's the
interesting?
incentive for Kirk, though? Kirk has a chance this offseason. He's going to get another fully
Just to go to a better
guaranteed-
team.
He will –
do you think he's going to do that bad on a new team? That's my thing.
No, but what I'm saying is this. I think you don't respect what it's going to actually take for him to be good on a new team. Like, it is, and this is quarterback. You don't just pick him up, put him down. Now, all right, everybody work perfectly with Kirk Cousins. Receivers, y'all on Kirk Cousins' time. OC, you know exactly what Kirk like. Kirk, you know exactly how they think. You know exactly how we call the calls. Don't mix up your Vikings verbiage with your new team verbiage. O-line, hey, I know you've been throwing to Justin Jefferson this whole time. Now you got this new receiver who's a little bit different. He's still nice, but he's like, bro, that's a lot in season. Come on, man. And then you be the main one in here talking about how bad Kirk look, how they done for wasting their money on trading him. And now next free agency.
I'd respect it if he's trying to chase a championship. I'd respect it.
Man. Chase the championship in all season, man. Kirk knows exactly what he's talking about. Don't trade me. Y'all wanted to keep me here. Y'all got rid of Dalvin Cook, right? Y'all going to pay me the rest of my money. I'm going to put up these numbers. In this offseason, I'm going to go break the bank again, and I'm going to pick and choose where I want to go exactly, bro. You trying to set Kirk up. Kirk ain't no
Not
dummy,
at all.
man.
No, I just am going off his word that he wants to win a Super Bowl. And if the Vikings are, what would they be, 1-6 or 1-7 before the trade deadline, and they come up with a trade, it's not like Kirk seeking it out and say, hey, you got a chance.
You said he has a no trade clause.
I'm trying to figure out a team, though, that works. Maybe Indianapolis if they keep winning and Richardson stays hurt.
Nah, bro.
These teams are tough.
Kirk is supposed to say, trade me to the Colts, where I know this is Anthony Richardson's team, though, all right? So I'll do all the work with it, and it's still
you know what it'd be. It'd just be a rental for the season.
So why would I do that, bro? I'm cool, man.
To win the championship.
Bro,
that's what he's going for.
You setting Kirk up, bro.
I'm struggling to find a team. Like, the Jets are the team. But if they keep winning with Zach Wilson, they might stick with him.
Bro, I think you don't realize, like, this quarterback part, man. The further this thing goes, like, yo, you don't just be throwing that in there and be like, oh, yeah, everything's going to work perfectly, man. Like, that's like switching your coach, man.
Tampa Bay's winning with Baker. It would probably take
Pittsburgh.
an injury.
They said Pittsburgh.
No.
That's what they said.
No.
They said bring him to Pittsburgh.
No.
Would he cook in Pittsburgh?
Kenny would cook better than him.
It's hard to say that. Kirk is a dope player, bro. You know how I feel about Kirk, man. Kirk nice. He ain't great, but he nice. He nice-ish.
He ain't coming here. I'll activate his no trade clause for him. I think it would take an injury. It would take an injury to like a team that's, a lock solid playoff team.
Mm-hmm.
Jets were the one that was getting the most buzz after Rodgers went down, but they kind of got some momentum right now.
To me, early on, if you were gonna pull that trigger and it's week 1, okay, that at least gives me the first 3 to 4 games of him getting acclimated, getting up to speed. It is not, man. The furthest thing, I'm just like, bro, leave it alone.
Cleveland's
man.
Sticking with Watson, Cincy Burrow, Seattle, Geno Smith.
Seen Boomman 318 brought up New England.
Why would he go there?
See, if you're just talking like in the offseason, I love New England for him. I think he would go up there and cook. I think Kirk is gonna cook wherever he goes, but Kirk is very calculated about the situation. Kirk is a high-end system quarterback. We talked about it, right? He needs to know everything about that system. No different than Jimmy G. You don't just throw them dudes out there and say, all right, go be guys. Nah, that ain't their game all the way. You trying to set my dog up, man. I don't even know Kirk. Are you TG? TG must have texted you.
Not trying to set him up at all.
TG must text you. He was like, yo, get Kirk out there.
I can't really find a great team right now that would be a trade partner. Again, I think it would take one of the quarterbacks of one of the top teams that have something solid already like built in to like go down. Like if Tua got hurt, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tua got hurt in the next week or two. Miami and Vikings come to some sort of deal. That would make sense.
And it would give them time. Because they're going to, like...
Or, Jalen Hurts got hurt for the Eagles.
Yeah.
Because all the other teams that might need a quarterback aren't that much better than the Vikings right now.
I just don't see how that's an incentive, though. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to get any of that credit, bro. That's not your team. It's not. So as much as like he could do whatever, it's like, it's good.
If they did good, I'm sure you credit being the quarterback, saving the season.
You don't even credit him, and he's throwing it to the league receiver. Well, he was league receiver.
I'll give him credit for being, average QB, but
average,
again, not a guy I want being my franchise quarterback.
If Kirk Cousins is considered average, just think about everybody beneath him, bro. Like that's a crazy standard. If Kirk Cousins is considered average. It's crazy standard.
So you're no-go on trade right now?
If I'm another team, I'm trading for Kirk, but Kirk has a no-trade clause. And if I'm Kirk Cousins, there is nothing about me being traded right now.
You wouldn't do like a Miami or if like Goff went down with Detroit or something like that?
Honestly, I personally wouldn't. I'm sitting here, I'm like, we're going to finish out this thing. This is what we locked in. I'm the leader up here. I've been the leader since I've come here. Y'all didn't want to do a contract extension. Y'all already knew what it was before the season. We said, we ain't going to get the contract done. I'm playing the year out. I got a no trade clause because I know you like to do this type of stuff. Not you specifically, but the business of the NFL. That's why you put the no trade clause in there. And now you're seeing perfectly, okay, for Minnesota, it'd be a benefit, right? Oh, yeah, move on from Cousins. I'm going to get some pieces in here. Let's go. Nah. I'm cool on y'all.
But what if he's trying to win a championship? What if it's less about...
So do you think winning a championship is easier to do hopping on a moving train in season, Deke, or in the offseason when you got a chance to fully build,
At least it gives him another shot this season as opposed to being a wasted season.
How does it give him a shot,
If you go to a team that's legitimately going to be in the playoffs, there's your shot.
I just think that you look at what that is going to look like very differently than how I view Kirk.
I don't know what it's going to look like, but it gives you a shot if that's what he really cares about, the Super Bowl.
Getting a shot is not that, bro. That's almost like when we say, man, let's just fire this guy just for the sake of firing him. That's going to make us better. No, it's not. You can fire Matt Canada tomorrow. The offense is not going to score 30 points on Sunday. That's what that is, man. It's like, bro, Kirk, no, man, his best opportunity to win a championship is wait till this offseason, find a team that he wants to go to, and build it all season
But
together.
He can still do that after this season.
Bro, it ain't the same, man. It's not the same. It's not going to be the same.
Why not? I mean, he's going to be a free agent either way.
He will look a lot worse after being traded wherever he plays at for a fact than what he's doing right now in Minnesota. No debate about it in my mind, bro. And that will hurt his market. Because you already said it yourself. If he's average in your eyes, and this is with him playing in a system that he's very comfortable in, now you're going to put him in a system that he's not comfortable in and say, go out here on a moving train and just play. You know it's going to look like. It's going to look, if this is average, what's worse than average? Okay. But he's supposed to go get paid again? Nah, man. You setting Kirk up, bro.
Not at all.
You setting Kirk up, man.
I feel like if he cares about a Super Bowl,
setting Kirk up.
The opportunity to go to a better team than the Vikings.
Man, you setting Kirk up, bro.
One of their quarterbacks got hurt, like an Eagles or Detroit.
No.
Indy. I don't know. I mean,
Dallas? What's the well, no, because they're 3-2, right? Yeah, they're 3-2. If Dak went down, you still got pieces down there.
I'm saying something like that. Seattle, if Geno goes down. And depends on what their record is and stuff at the trade deadline. Depends on where the Vikings are, too.
Me, if
the Vikings are completely out of it, and you get a team, then, they're 5-2, like Seattle. Good organization, too. Good coach, good structure.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it, baby. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Like I said, just me, I don't think it works. But that's in my perspective. I ain't got to be right. Hey.
Phone lines?
Heck yes, man. Heck yes. Because we do got time. Actually, I need to drop the number again because I don't remember the number. All right. Let me find the joint first off, broski. Da-da, da-da. All righty, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all hit that like button one more time for the culture. Because next up, we are going to open up these here phone lines because we do want to hear from y'all for, last little bit to end the show today. But we want to hear from y'all, all right? It's bye week. Roster moves that you all would potentially be making. Same convo that we've been having over here. If you're rearranging said coaching staff, we obviously going to, entertain those comments as well. So the number to dial is 412-346-6955. Once again, the number to dial is 412-346-6955. Let's talk a little ball. Might want to push that real quick. All right. See what we got. Talk to me, man. Who you on the hotline with today?
Hello, this is John Easton.
John Easton, what is the word, man? How are you living, man?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Just enjoying this nice fall weather. Leaves are changing. Things are good.
Let's go, man. Let's go. All right, so let's get to it then, baby. It's bye week. We talk changes. This has been, the time where we said changes would potentially happen, right? Roster-wise or coaching staff-wise. So, John, if you were the guy, if you were in charge, what moves you making and why?
Well, I'm pretty good with what we have, and I'm hearing a lot of negativity go throughout Steeler Nation and throughout the media. And I know, like, Mike Tomlin is one of my favorite coaches for, like, quotes, but I have another one that was famous for interviews and quotes, which was Jim Mora.
Ooh, okay.
And he had one. He had one that I think is apropos here, and I wanted to give it to you guys.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, well, he said that you guys really don't know when it's good or bad. You think you know, but you really have no idea because you don't know what we're trying to do. You don't watch the film.
Talk to him, Jim. Jim.
You really don't know. It's like, yeah, it's like.
Can you turn your face like
really
how he turned that face? You know how he make that face too. He's like,
yeah.
You think you know, but you don't know. Because you're not in here. You're not watching this film. Heck yeah.
And then he said, like, you know, like, I can tell you something was bad, and you can see it was bad.
Yeah.
Or you can think something was good and it was bad, or you can think something was bad and it was really good, or you can think something was bad, it was bad, but you really don't know.
Yeah,
The only ones that really know are the coaches because they're the ones in the studying the film and doing all that. And I think that really means to me is, like, you know, we all have our opinions as fans. Like, I have bad opinions too. I have, like, hate sometimes to, like, coaches and the staff and the players and all that. But I don't know. And a lot of us in the media doesn't know. The people we don't know, the only ones that really know are the coaches because they see it every day. And so I think, like, we are progressing nicely. We really are. But I think, like, everybody wants to compare everybody to everybody else. Like, we want to be the Chiefs. Everybody wants to be the Chiefs. But let's not forget that Patrick Mahomes is a once-in-a-lifetime talent. And he got thrown into a really good situation in Kansas City. Even before he got there, they were getting the AFC Championship games consistently with Alex Smith. He was the guy that...
That's what we faced.
Yeah, he was the guy that put him over the top. Of course he put him over the top. But, like, Kenny Pickett hasn't come into that situation. You know, as much as we want to think it is, it isn't. We are kind of rebuilding.
You about to get Deke fired up now. You better chill now. Don't get Deke fired up now.
He came into a broken system here with Matt Canada as the OC, the O-line looking terrible, and we turned it around last year. Like, I'm with him. Kenny Pickett did not walk into the Chiefs scenario that Mahomes did.
Yeah, so I think, like, a lot of us have to be patient and understand that, like, if you've watched Steelers football for many years, like I have, so I'm old, so I've watched it for many years. That's the Steelers' way to win ugly. Like, you know, that's the way we've been doing it since even the Bradshaw days in the 70s. Like, they will win a lot of games like we're seeing right now, and it's just the way it is. Like, but it's one of 6 Super Bowls, you know, tied for the most in the NFL. So, you know, you got to sometimes be more patient with it and, you know, learn that, you know, things aren't always going to go our way, but we are progressing nicely. And, yeah, I agree with most. You want to finish strong. You don't want to start, like, You don't want to start like go hot and then fizzle out at the end and not make the playoffs or something. You want to get your mistakes out of the way early and be playing your best football in the winter. And if you look at last year, look at the playoffs. Look at the teams like Baltimore came in and they almost beat Cincinnati with
we said the fumble at the goal line. That was the difference, yeah.
Yeah, and look at Miami against Buffalo. They had their third stringer and they almost beat the Bills.
See, why you want to bring up that game? That's crazy. Of all the games, you want to bring up that one? Of all the games, that's crazy.
The Bills still did win.
I think the refs
that was good.
I was like, wow.
I think the Dolphins should have won that game.
Of all the games, that's the one that's crazy. I thought we was better than that, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, but if you look at anything can happen, and everybody wants to talk about
to his point, some of those
offense.
AFC playoff games last year, that Chiefs-Bengals game was even ugly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think either team put up over 30. It was like a 21-17 game, right?
Yeah,
24-21, something like that.
It was the crazy penalty at the end too.
Yeah, it was a stupid. Again, I'm telling you, it's getting Patriot-esque with some of these ref calls with the Chiefs.
That whole sideline hit, yeah.
And then they're praising Mahomes for that incomplete pass all preseason. Yeah. He has 1 foot in bounds, but then he's jumping out of bounds, throws it in.
It's crazy.
It's like, a defender should be allowed to hit him out, make sure he's out of bounds.
If you're doing all that, that's how we felt about Russ for a little while. When Russ would do the whole tippy-toe on the sideline, and yep.
Sorry, John. Go ahead. What you were saying.
Yeah, and if you look at a couple years ago, the Rams and the Bengals, they wasn't scoring a Super Bowl 10-7.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not always all offense. And you look at teams like the 85 Bears, the 2000 Patriots, you can win with defense and playing solid football. I mean, it's just there. You just got to look for it.
Yeah. Now, without a doubt, man, without a doubt, I like it, John. I like it.
Good call.
So he says stick to the course, give it some time. John, enjoy your weekend too, man. We always appreciate you tapping in with us, baby.
Thank you.
No doubt. All righty, ladies and gentlemen, phone lines are still open. 412-346-6955. And X Concepts, yes, I did pick those numbers. 412-346-6955 are the numbers to dial. Let's get this convo rolling. I like how when we be saying them too, all them numbers be coming, I be like, yo, stop. We trying to talk. Oh, here we go. Talk to me, baby. Who we on the hotline with?
Yeah, it's Boo Man.
Oh, what's up, Boo Man? What's the word, baby? All right.
Everything good, man.
Man, let's go.
What's the word?
Man, so how you living on your side of town? First off, man.
Man, I'm busy working, trying to get on the line with you guys, man.
Let's go.
Hey, finally got my opportunity, man.
Man, I'm glad. And trust me, there's a lot of people trying to get in it too, man. We like, no, Boo Man is on with us right now. It's Boo Man's time to talk. So talk to me, baby. What changes would you be making and why?
I don't want to be, say the kind of same thing that the last guy did, but pretty much say the same. Like, I'm liking how the offense going, how the defense as a whole is moving. I really don't think we need to make any kind of changes. Just kind of have everybody kind of iron out their positions and stuff like that, man. I'm liking where we going, man. And I know a lot of people want to panic and do all that and already to sell the team, but I think we're moving in the right direction, though. I'm already confident in Mike Tomlin, of course. So I think that on the other side of this bye week, man, we'll consistently improve and start heading in the right direction. So
now,
it ain't really too many changes. Like I said, it ain't really too many changes. I want from the team for us, position wise, of course, Brock Jones and of course
JPJ, yeah.
JPJ, yeah. I want them to start, but other than that, man, I'm liking where we going, man. I've been linebacker.
Deke, I ain't gonna let him off the hook, Deke. Who you starting at running back, 22 or 30, and what you doing with Mad Canada, man? Let's get to it, man. All right? You ain't playing 22 or 30. What you doing? Y'all always putting on me and Deke.
Hey, I'm believing in Najee. I'm believing in Najee, man. I know he's starting out slow, man, but I still got my faith in him, man.
Okay.
I don't know. I know. Warren's in our spark, and I like the position he having right now. But I want his carries to improve, of course. But
yeah,
I'm still believing in Najee, though.
Well, respect.
Najee,
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got belief in Najee? Yeah. Do you still got belief in Canada that he gonna get this thing rolling? That the ship is gonna get us where we need to be?
I believe in Tomlin. That's why. That's my confidence.
Yeah.
That's overseeing everything.
There you go. You believe in the big man.
Tomlin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm believing the big man. Hopefully he can get everything right, though.
There it is.
So hopefully he can. Hey,
that's why I wanted to
I don't
ask you.
know.
Come on, Boo Man. That's why I said I'm
do
gonna ask you
something.
because y'all be putting that on us all the
Yeah.
time. Me and Deke in here taking these strays. We said, nah, Boo Man, you can catch you a stray today. This on you now. So y'all heard Boo Man said he like Najee over Jaylen, and he said he still believe in Canada. All right, so y'all send it to him.
Hey, I know I'm the only person in that room, but it's okay. Hey, I can hold up. I can hold it up.
There it is.
Najee, we trust, and we go. I believe in Thompson. I'm believing Thompson.
Salute. Let's go, man. Hey, man, we appreciate you once again, though, man. Tapping in with us, man. Have a great weekend, too, bro.
Appreciate y'all, man.
No
Appreciate y'all,
doubt.
man.
Peace, bro.
All right. Shout out to Boo Man, man. Always fun, man. We get a chance to holler at everybody, man. All right, we got time for probably one more call, man. All right.
Sure.
So once again, man, y'all know the digits to dial. Let me get back to that screen. 412-346-6955. Okay? 412-346-6955. Oh. Talk to me, baby. Who we on the hotline with? Hello, hello.
Yo, this is Prime.
Yo, what's good? What's good? How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. What's good, Moats? How you guys doing, man?
Man, life's good over here. Man, we can't.
This is I Am Prime, not Prime Time,
But I
baby.
say, which prime are you? I feel like this is I am prime.
Yeah. No, yeah, this is the one and only Prime. I am Prime.
yeah.
The one and only.
Okay, because
Yeah.
Prime Time, baby,
That's Noriega.
That's secretly
Right.
Noriega.
I know Noriega don't sound like this. I must say, yeah. Shout out to
No,
I
that-
am
that-
prime
that
though,
boy-
man. So
Man,
shoot,
I'm
man.
doing good, man. How y'all doing?
Man, shoot, we vibed out, bro. Like I said, I'm in
Excellent.
here. I'm hanging out with Deke. I'm talking to you. We didn't holler at Boo Man. He told me about Naj in Canada, so I'm trying to see what your time is on. You know what I mean? What you doing on the bye week? You making
You're
any
Rooney.
changes?
Yeah, what are you doing?
You the boss man. It's your team now. I am prime.
Man. All right, so look, check me out. I'm gonna be honest. I do got y'all cutting out just a little bit, but I get the
Oh, we cutting out a little bit. All right,
I'm
hold
gonna
on.
answer the question.
All right, I'm English. All right, so I'll say it again. So what we were saying was, since it's the bye week, you're Mr. Rooney right now. What changes would you be making, if any?
Yeah, you're the
But
executive
you're the
decision
guy.
maker.
You
Whatever
don't
you
have
say
to
goes.
answer to nobody else. You make all decisions right now. What you doing?
All right, so check me out. As far as the team, to be honest, I mean, obviously, like the fans and well, like all of us right now in the chat, you know, obviously we don't like the way things have happened so far. You feel me? We don't like the way things have happened so far.
Yeah.
But I'm a big, as long as we got a W, that's
okay.
where I'm at. You know, I
Respect.
love the W's. As far as the changes, I am part of the Fire Canada crowd. Be honest.
Daddy,
Canada
hey,
kinda-
ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Get it off your chest, baby.
Yeah, man. I mean, look, listen. It's hard with me with him simply because of, you know, just how we finished the second half of the season last season and the progress that we made. You know, it was hard to kind of not want to give him a chance, being how we finished the second half of the season, man. But at the end of the day, just to make this quick and not hold y'all too long, I would just keep focusing on building our line. To be honest, I feel like our offensive line, we could make a couple moves here and there, whether that's trading or even at the end of the season, you know, focusing on drafting offensive line for sure. At the running back situation, Deke, I love you, bro. I watch Big Deke News all the time, bro. You my dog.
Go.
Hey, thanks, man.
The
Thank
Arthur
you.
Moats,
Let's
all of that. I watch it all the
go.
time. But a band of camels has not even seen the field, bro.
You should have known it was coming. He was too
complimentary.
He was way too complimentary, Deke.
For the boys.
He was way too complimentary, Deke. He was way too complimentary. He was heavy-handed on the compliment. We should have known it was coming.
I'm just telling you, give him the raw. Just give him the raw.
We should have known it was coming. We should have known it. So, yo, I love Big Deke News, man. I love what y'all got going. I love y'all boys, but a band of Canada, no, bro.
The Jets don't know they got a diamond in the rough in their backfield right now.
That's crazy.
I'm just trying to have the Steelers take advantage of that.
He gonna hit you with it while we on the phone with him. Yo, all right.
Wait, so you're a Najee guy
Look,
then,
man,
in
yeah,
terms
look,
of like Najee versus Jaylen?
Just to keep it. No, I'm saying, but just to keep it short, because I know we got more of the chat trying to come in. All I'm gonna say, last thing I'm gonna say, man, is Steeler fans, man, we are a little spoiled, bro. We gotta chill out a little bit with how we be coming at our own players, bro. For real, we be coming at our own players going crazy. Gunner, he deserves it to go. Everybody else, though, we need to stop. We need to stop going ham on our players, bro. Real talk. So all I'm gonna say, man, is I'm looking forward to whatever happens during the bye. I hope we get DJ back. Of course, I hope we get Moose back. I hope Cam makes a quick recovery. And I'm just excited, bro. I feel like we have a good squad. We have a good team. There's a couple. We're like a light switch away from really making this push. You feel me? So
without a doubt.
Like I said, man, I'm gonna just leave y'all with that. As far as changes, I don't feel like we need changes. As for only the line. I feel like the offensive line definitely needs some adjusting. Start Broderick over Dan, please.
Yeah.
And we good. Other than that. Yeah, man. I say McCall Hardman for Gunner, straight up. Deke,
I do it in a heartbeat.
I'm with you.
I fuck with you, Deke.
Yeah.
Moats, I mess with you, bro. You're a legend.
Hey, man,
real.
from the heart.
love
No,
watching
respect,
the show all
baby.
the time.
From the heart.
For sure. And then Noriega, you know who the real prime is. Man.
Oh.
I mess with you, bro. We be going at it all the time. But
Beef.
you know who the real
We
prime
got the
is,
beef.
man. Come on now.
Let's
Steeler
go.
Nation, baby. Here we go, chat.
Let's
Turn
go.
Up.
Turn
Love y'all
up.
boys.
Hey, I am Prime, man. Major love. We appreciate you. Stay safe out there, man. Let's get it. Oh, that was a vibe, bro. Bro, I wish we could take more calls right now. My problem is I actually got a 7:00 meeting, Deke.
Well, we have 3 shows next week, right?
Oh, we do. You know what?
We've bye week.
We could phone line it
Yeah.
up on Monday, actually.
Yeah,
You know what?
yeah.
Yeah, great call on that because it is the bye week. Yes. So, yeah, we'll do that then, man. We'll do that. Because I actually do, like I said, have an obligation after this, unfortunately, today. But, yeah, man, we didn't hit y'all for 3 hours, dang near. This back-to-back 3-hour days, too, Deke. All right? Y'all trying to get me kicked out the house. I ain't trying to get kicked out. All right? I don't want to get kicked out. So we got any supers? I think we all caught up on
Nah.
that. We're good to go there. All right. So with that being the case, man, we appreciate each and every one of y'all that's rocked with us today and this whole week if we keeping it a buck, man. We know it's the bye week, and yeah, there's plenty of stuff that y'all could be doing with y'all time, but y'all rolling with us. So like I said, man, definitely appreciate y'all again. Y'all hit that like button one more time for the coach if you have not done so just yet, and don't forget to subscribe. Deke, you got any streaming or anything you doing this weekend, man? Where they can find you at? Where they can find you at, man?
Oof. Probably some big Deke news I'll drop. Streaming, I don't know. I'm not back on Bleach Report, I think, till next week.
Okay.
I haven't played Madden in a minute, man. I told you starting the franchise would have been a bad idea.
Oh, low-key, I feel your energy. It's been times even for myself right now where I'm just like, I'm kind of glad I don't have another thing on my plate just yet because it is crazy right now. So I could definitely 100% understand what you're saying, man.
Oh, they haven't been dropping good Steeler cards either for Ultimate Team
Well, they
recently.
hating on you anyways. You nice,
Yeah.
though.
They just dropped a Robert Spillane
Yeah.
card, though, for his 2-pick performance.
You seen him? Shout out
Yeah.
to Spillane, man.
Yeah, so maybe I could get that card. Maybe if I do, it might be on Saturday. Maybe I'll
Yeah.
stream Saturday morning. Maybe. But yeah, I'll be on the main channel. I'll be doing stuff on the main channel.
All right. Well, there we have it right there, ladies and gentlemen. And let me see. Hannibal 090. Oh, yes, you did make it at the end of the show, man. Major love. We appreciate the heck out of you. Lake Show, I see you pulling up. Mike Hood, you know what time it is. Sean McCartney and everybody else. Javi Bird 420. All right. Love all y'all, man. Major love, major respect. But with that being the case, y'all stay safe out there. And until next time, baby.
Peace.